Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the MAAC Esports Championships. My name is Upmind. I'm followed here by Toxic Gerbil, and we're heading into Game 5 of what is already a Marist victory.
Whew, I'm still calming down from that last game. Oh my god. A little bit of a relaxer as the stakes are a lot lower now between Tech and KC here in this final game. We've got Pikachu versus Bowser. A very interesting matchup.
Right. So Casey not opting to go with the he's going to go with his other main, if I'm not mistaken. He plays both pretty religiously. Yeah, with the rat.
Oh, what a forward smash attack. Flexing. Now Tech, very popular. He is a crowd favorite among his fellow Marist colleagues.
The father.
So I'm sure they're the father. So I'm sure they are very excited to see him hitting those fat reads on the F smash.
Again, Casey just following Mr. Tech over here. He's at 138, still surviving somehow. And if it wasn't confirmed earlier that Marist would be winning now, Casey has already taken stock. So
yeah,
the hole is just getting dug deeper and deeper for Canisius at the moment.
Oh yeah, it just gets worse and worse. But a good showing here. A little bit of an exhibition match helped calm the nerves before grand finals. Or not before grand finals, before the other side of semifinals coming up in just a bit. Where even more is going to be put on the line. Tech living to 200% here, that confirm will do it. But that's a long time to be surviving.
Casey. Again, just trying to attack that shield of Tech. Even an F tilt from Tech. And the second one is going to hit. Casey's back on stage. Goes in for a back air. Potentially down air right after. Bear still following. Tech just can't come back. But the down air is not going to actually hit the sweet spot. Hits a sour. But after that, Casey goes for another one. A second attempt. And it hits Tech. And it's going to spike him. That's another stock for Casey and Canisius.
A little bit early on going for the 2-frame there, but I respect the attempt. Gonna look for some big kill option to close out this stock from Casey. But Casey, with the really powerful Pikachu combos, is going to start bringing this percent back, surviving the Bowser Bomb. The next one will kill, but
sure,
not dead yet. More time to rack on extra percent.
Ooh, that was
Good
sick.
read.
That has to be it. That is
it. Yo, that's gonna be
Just keep abusing him. Just keep going for it, Casey. Get your moment in there, my man, because damn, Casey went big. It's 9 points for Canisius.
It is.
It is. So, ladies and gents.
Alright, so theoretically, right, let's say
theoretically.
That,
we're talking about more theoreticals, right?
yeah, theoretically, let's say that Ultra Cat won with 1 stock instead of Moolah. It would currently be 13 to 12.
Yeah, no, this would have flipped right on its head. So yeah, I mean, we keep talking about that 4th game, man, and it's again, it's gotta feel for the for this Canisius side, because man, I think at this point they need to come together, and they already this is such a good squad. There's a reason why
it was such a good showing from them from the regular season.
Absolutely, it's a reason why they're the #1 seed. You know what I mean?
Oh,
and
for sure, yeah.
They're just gonna have to group together and just aim for the next season. That's just how collegiate sports is, and they're all here getting this experience. And Casey, the captain for this team, being the last one to go down with the ship and just to give a hearty farewell to the MAAC 2020 season is
Yeah.
honestly quite commendable, to say the very least.
Mm-hmm.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're doing picks and bans at the moment. Casey doing his own, and looks like both Yoshis are going to be banned, and Smashville is going to be our next pick. Zucchini.
Smashville, much better for Bowser here. For a much
Absolutely.
smaller stage.
Yeah, not only that, but that middle platform is literally going to be a target for that Nair.
Mm-hmm.
Big pogs. Ladies and gentlemen, let's head right into our second game of this BO3. And, hey, Tech.
To switch on to Banjo.
All right. We kind of saw this ideology earlier where someone had said, yeah, no, I seriously don't want to play Bowser online. He actually preferred Banjo. So there you go. You kind of see that ideology coming in action literally once again.
Yeah, I guess the Bowser players just really like Banjo for some reason. I don't know what it's about him, but maybe it's that Wonder Wing super armor.
It has to be. Uh-oh. Pikachu with the grenade. Just holding right onto it during his aerial. Looks really goofy. And, and at this point, Casey, I think, you know, maybe have a little bit of fun with this one, wouldn't they? These two?
Yeah, for sure. This is a really good time for Tech to just sort of have fun and get it out there.
Right.
Warm up a little bit, but, you know, don't try too hard. Don't wear yourself out. Get ready for grand finals.
Casey almost schmoozing over there. He does get the down B, and oh man, he's off the grenade, opts to go for the Nair, drag him right on down, but you see Tech gets taken by the platform, and there you go, Casey. Side B's back and forth below the
but
stage.
the Wonder Wing is dirty.
He just gets bopped by the Wonder Wing. Attaboy.
All that just to die to Wonder Wing. Feels bad.
Oh man.
Oh, no punch on the up B.
That's close.
Mm-hmm. Just a little bit of spacing and neutral coming out. A little bit of extra credit being racked up by Tech here. So far, this has been going a lot better than the Bowser. No Wonder Wing connects again. And a really big lead for Tech here now.
Grenade into Wonder Wing. And there's a potential that this one could be taken into a game 3 now. That Tech is about to get this down throw, but can't follow up. The mash from Casey, too good. Yeah.
The Wonder Wing chases down the roll and kills.
And he techs.
Crazy.
I mean, sorry. He taunts. Taunt to get bodied, my friend. Let's see if he actually gets bodied in the set, though, because Casey could have a second one here.
Yeah, he could. It would be a big run back. But it's definitely possible. Pikachu is a character with a lot of power. He can make that kind of thing happen. Yeah, it starts like that. With the Wonder Wing to just get back to stage. It's such a powerful tool.
I tried to get the drag down into a down smash, but instead... Oh, that's it!
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
the jump, too.
Uh-oh. Casey. I think it's time. There you go. Back throw, 89. Casey has to make his way back. Actually, gonna opt to go for the right side of the stage. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wonder Wing comes back in. That's the get out of jail free button. Fighting at it.
Tense neutral here.
No way.
My god, is he dead?
That's
no
it.
way.
He's
Oh,
dead.
The comeback.
Casey. There's the comeback. A full restock comeback coming in from Casey to finish off the series.
Okay, Casey.
Okay, Casey. That's why I said
Just
earlier.
losing, but Casey winning the moral victory for his team here.
Right, of course. For the second set in a row, Marist, although in the lead, although confirmed to have gone on to the next stage, they lose their last game. And
Yeah.
even then, ladies and gentlemen, your final score between Marist and Canisius is going to be 16-12. Ladies and gentlemen, GG's in the chat only because Marist, you're finalist. Out of this 5th seed versus 1st seed matchup, and quite a show thus far on stream. But ladies and gentlemen, I think looking over to the bracket, we are let's look at the time frame. We are an hour behind schedule. We are an hour and 20 behind schedule. So St. Peter's
at this
Siena.
point, we blame the schedule makers, right? It's not our fault.
It might just be the fact that these teams are all just going pretty nuts right now, or it might be on the schedule makers. Who knows? But ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna head into a break as we try to set up
Kieran, I still
our next semifinals game. And man, I'm man, we are tuckered out, but we're gonna keep fighting forward as there's still more intense matches to come up on stream. Thank you guys so far for watching the MAAC Esports Championship. And Kieran, we see you in chat, man. We see you. Look. You are much appreciated, my friend. We appreciate the MAAC, and we appreciate all of our sponsors associated with this tournament, including the New Jersey Army National Guard and Acer Predator. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Upmind. You can follow me on Twitter at Upmind_. You can follow Toxic Gerbil at Toxic_Gerbil on Twitter. And finally, we'll be right back with our semifinals between St. Peter's and Siena.
Bud Light made a seltzer?
Wait, Bud Light made a seltzer?
I wonder what it tastes like.
Only one way to find out. What are the taste buds saying?
Tastes great. Just hard seltzer with a hint of fruit flavor.
Let's get that instead.
Wait. Post Malone doesn't drink seltzer. We drink Bud Light. Everybody knows that.
Why not try something new?
Bud Light. Seltzer.
Guys, let's get both.
I'll get both.
Bud Light Seltzer. Unquestionably good.
Bravo team moving to checkpoint.
2 o'clock, 10 feet up the right.
Visual 3 o'clock.
Sometimes the front lines are in our own backyard.
Enemy in sight.
Make a difference in your community, serving part-time in the Army National Guard.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on back. We do not have our next game queued just yet, but we're going to do one last thing before we do head into St. Peter's versus Siena. We have the winner's interview. And who better than the man who confirmed the W for Marist in the 4th match? It's going to be Moolah. Moolah, what's up, man?
Nothing much. It's a little shaky, not gonna lie.
Right, no, absolutely.
A little tense after that crazy game 3 you played.
Yep.
Yeah, you played so first of all, I mean, let's run through emotions for a second because did you know that you guys were able to confirm finals off of your set?
Yeah, we did the math really quick, so I was like, all right, I gotta clutch this right now.
Let me just clutch this up real quick.
Mid-set or before it?
Like mid-set, we were like, wait, this is the last one. I was like, oh
way.
shit.
Oh, that's
crazy. My
crazy.
god. And yeah, no, I just kind of wanted to kind of pick and prod through your emotions mid-set because it was like you could tell that we could tell that you were going for a much more conservative approach, at least near the end, that you were doing some just good fundamental snake stuff, just setting up your wall of projectiles, just taking your time, and especially in a matchup against Pac-Man. I mean, man, you really had to take your time. Like, how were you feeling, man?
Well, my thought process was every time I approach him, I just get stuffed by either fair or nair. So I was like, okay, I can beat him out if I keep my distance with Nikita, because it can pop hydrant in one hit. I think he noticed that too, because he kept on like throwing it early. But I kept spacing myself, and it would like, you know, bounce over me or whatever. And that was kind of the game plan, just avoid Pac-Man's like fast aerials.
Yeah.
And you just win the match that way.
Yeah, for sure.
So how are you guys feeling sitting in Grands now with the #1 seed out of the way?
We're chilling.
We're chilling?
That's probably the best answer that you could give us, because, man, I mean, sure, it's already pretty late. It's already pretty late into our schedule. So, you know, just to kind of see you guys, you know, just vibing for now in a second.
Yeah.
You know, I think Gerbil even dropped the line that, like, you deserve a nap, like, in between the end of the set to Grands. Will you follow up on that, or are you just gonna chill out with your teammates?
I think I'm gonna just chill with the team.
Yeah, respectable. All right, well, we'll see you guys later.
All right, peace.
Grands. Good luck to you going forward.
Good luck. Good luck, brother, man. And ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks, man.
Just a little bit more until St. Peter's versus Siena. We're going to head right over into our official break now as, again, we set up that next game. Congratulations to Marist one more time for making it into Grands. We'll see you guys in just a couple of minutes.
It begins with our mission and values, a culture of innovation and collaboration, achieving a global perspective beyond the classroom, turning education and theory into practice, developing lifelong interests and connections, and striving to make a difference in our communities. Marist College.
We are St. Peter's University, a place where students who are eager to learn are taught by people who care, on a campus designed for both to thrive. We're proud to offer incredible learning opportunities and life-changing experiences, and that means our students are prepared to succeed in their fields, in their communities, and all over the world. Get to know St. Peter's University, the Jesuit University of New Jersey.
To be a Catholic Jesuit university means we are charged with this education for justice.
Students are leaving here with the skill set, the critical thinking, all of these areas which allow them to be flexible leaders.
We're told to go out and set the world on fire, and we're given the tools to do that.
Expansiveness, adaptability, and depth are hallmarks of the education that you get here. If we do that, we produce graduates that stand apart from anybody else.
Doesn't it seem like the harder you work and the more you earn, you're less likely to receive financial aid for college? Not at Siena. We're now rewarding all admitted students who submit their FAFSA with at least $52,000 in scholarships toward your Siena degree, guaranteed. The Siena experience gives Saints the education for a lifetime, and that includes helping you afford what you deserve. Times have changed, and Siena stands with you. Visit siena.edu/guarantee for more information.
Bud Light made a seltzer?
Wait, Bud Light made a seltzer?
I wonder what it tastes like.
Only one way to find out. What are the taste buds saying?
Tastes great, just hard seltzer with a hint of fruit flavor.
Let's get that instead.
Wait. Post Malone doesn't drink seltzer. We drink Bud Light. Everybody knows that.
Why not try something new?
Bud Light.
Seltzer.
Guys, let's get both.
I'll get both.
Bud Light Seltzer. Unquestionably good.
Bravo team moving to checkpoint.
2 o'clock, 10 feet up the right.
Visual 3 o'clock.
Sometimes the front lines are in our own backyard.
Family in sight. Give me your hand!
Make a difference in your community, serving part-time in the Army National Guard.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to the MAAC 2020 Esports Championship presented by the New Jersey Army National Guard. My name is Upmine, and I'm joined here by Toxic Gerbil. Toxic Gerbil, what do we got up next here on stream?
Coming up next, we got St. Peter's University going up against Siena College's lineup. This will be the second seed going up against what I believe the third seed, right? So a very close, high seed matchup here.
Right, absolutely. And ladies and gentlemen, we're just going to head right into it. These two players are ready and raring to go. We have our lineups. Up first, it's going to be Alas facing off against, if I'm not mistaken, Roman.
Yeah, I believe so. Roman representing St. Peter's and Alas representing Siena as we get into it. Game one here, Captain Falcon versus Inkling. A very explosive, high-paced matchup.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And we start off with the Falcon stacking up those up airs. Both of these characters can essentially stack up airs. That's flashy-ish, to say the very least.
very big combo potential for both characters and on each other. So it's very interesting to see how this matchup will develop here.
I'm also very interested with this St. Peter's lineup. Wow, alas.
You never see Inkling Uppy not make it, right? That's crazy.
I'm very interested in this lineup from SPU because it seems like they've changed up their structure for the actual players.
Their order, you mean?
Right, the order. Yeah, yeah, and a big thing is that they've actually put Ricardo, instead of Ricardo being up first, they've actually put him in as anchor.
Huh. An interesting mix-up. We saw in the last game that sometimes your anchor might be a little too late. Maybe you need him in fourth, you know?
Right, exactly. But kind of looking at this SPU lineup, they have so much talent that they simply just they aren't expected to lose that handily in a sense. They aren't projected to lose like any 3-stock games or any handily like 2-stock games, something of the sort. So it would be more of a
even this game's still
put 'em
very
forward.
close at the start.
Right, absolutely. So let's see what happens though. because
Falcon
Alas-
kicks are getting some value for Rollman here.
Right, because it just goes so quick and it lasts for such a long time. And I think at this point, Alas take it full. At least trying to take advantage of some sort of close distance between the two. Because Roman, I mean, he's just playing the long game.
Yeah, just racking up percent bit by bit, keeping it even. Gonna be looking for a kill option pretty soon. That back air, if they were closer to that side of the stage, would have done it. However, Alas did have to travel a very long way. The next solid hit out of Roman should close out the stock, whereas there's a little bit more for Alas to do now, of course. Falcon will be in 4%, especially to that roller. A very strong kill confirm. And a little bit of a lead here for Alas. He fakes going under the stage, but you can't actually go under Pokemon Stadium too. There is a little bar down there stopping you from doing it. And the air dodge off stage almost SD, but Roman takes it back.
Alas coming in with a group of up airs. Roman, at this point, of course his goal is going to be to win this game, but trying to keep things realistic. Depending on how much extra credit Alas can take, it might just be to keep things within the stock.
Yeah, at 62%, Roman really has to take this stock very soon. And there it is. And now it's definitely a very doable comeback. It's just 1 or 2 solid combos, and the percent will get evened up.
A little bit of lag on the server,
A
but
little
the
bit, kind of spooky.
the smallest bit of lag. But we back in it. Alas landing in with a back air. In comes
Roman back up to 120.
Whoa, that roller!
Punish him. Oh, but he's going to do a laggy option out of the berry. And he's going to get punished for that instead. And it's going to be Alas taking the first game, starting it off, setting Siena up 1-0.
And a pretty commanding 1-0, if anything. Alas, at the beginning, he was getting pressured, to say the very least, by Roman. But by the end of it, you know, we kind of saw a little bit more of Alas breaking through with some of his Inkling strings and whatnot.
Okay. I really love that St. Peter's University has a custom logo for their esports, and it's what's that, a chicken?
Right, yeah.
The peacock as a headset.
Yeah. I mean, it's certainly better than most of the just default institutional logos that we've seen in the past. So, props for intuition from St. Peter's. The
Peacock's
chicken
got a headset. Yeah.
The man said the chicken.
Look, man, I'll do my research. It's a bird.
It's a bird. Yeah, you got it right. It is a bird. It does look like a bird, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, someone actually asking in chat, how does the score work in Smash? So this is a modified crew battle. So each stock or each game that you win, however many stocks that you're up, that's how many points you get. So pretend that I win by 1 stock, I get a single point. It's a best of 3. If you win the best of 3, it's 2 more points. So there you go. So pretend Last wins this next one 2 stocks. He's going to get 2 more points. That's 1 plus 2. And then at the end, he's going to get 2 more points for the best of 3 win. That would be 5. So just sort of quick maths for you guys, kind of explaining the rules. But otherwise, things should be pretty cut and dry going from here on out, because Siena going to go right back into this one as the last tries to close this game out.
3, 2, 1, go!
Right into it. You have the Roman making his approach, actually stacking up some nairs. Uh-oh! We almost get the full Falcon knee at the very end, but it just doesn't happen. Last rolls on out, but that's 42 well-deserved percent.
They're very close to a huge play for Roman there, but he's not quite able to connect it. Another ledge trap situation coming up here, but he doesn't really get much of a punish for it. Actually, he does get the conversion, setting him back off stage on the other side. More ledge trapping going on. Going to fail there, but a solid 40% lead is nothing to scoff at if you're Roman, especially when you're down in the set and you need to make the comeback start.
Oh, Alas goes for the up smash, but it's only going to hit the second hit. Hard sour spot as Roman now back into it. Alas comes back in with the up B.
These Falcon kicks have been so good.
Yeah, yeah. Roman lines him up. Like, you know what I mean? He'll go for it. It's like a 50-50. Sometimes he hits it, sometimes he doesn't. And whenever they do hit, you know, they're crucial to say the very least. But ooh,
wow, that down tilt killed. That's crazy.
Man, oh man. So there's going to be a lead here for Roman, but alas, still an opportunity with Roman at 100 to tie things up before extra credit starts coming into play.
Yeah. But if Alas isn't able to tie it up, it's going to start looking pretty rough for him. Matchup like this, we haven't seen too many early kills yet, and you need to hit that roller conversion, right? Like, it's so important to hit those.
He seems slow. Like, of course, it might have been just his reaction. He's just like, oh, I might have rolled it, or I actually did roll him.
Well, this is going to be a big punish, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's going to even up. He didn't take a single percent of extra credit.
Yeah, perfect. Like I mentioned before, he wanted to get that kill ASAP. It didn't come as soon as possible. It took like 30 seconds, about a minute, but he got it before the damage was taken.
He damage while he was waiting, so it's like it came immediately.
And still more damage being taken by Alas is now Roman. He's starting to get rolled himself. He's at 63%, but there you go. A dash attack, that's a good start. Stack that up with the up air, but he's just waiting for the approach from Alas, and he actually falls right into the trap of Alas as he goes right on behind him and he falls into an F smash. Ooh, that up tilt. You like to see the intuition from the man.
Yeah, solid play on the ledge there. Just keeping Alas at the ledge and not letting him get back to center stage here. A little bit of a flub there, but he just keeps control of center stage. But he's already lost the lead he had built up a little bit for himself earlier. Now it's him at a disadvantage. Roman looking to start evening it up, but that roller's gonna be the stock, and it's Alas who's now the one in the lead up the stock, looking to close it out and take home 3 or 4 points for Siena College here.
It's gonna depend on the stock count, or if he can actually beat Roman.
It out,
man,
and it's very close.
Oh, good. Back air start. Nair.
Gonna
get the second hit of Nair. Up air stacking.
Back up. Oh, he almost has the read.
Oh man. And now Roman, he's the one popping off now. Tries to go for the down smash, but Alas almost gets hit by it.
And he's covered in paint here. He has to be really careful.
That's coming in. The paint gun once again. Here's Roman trying to hit these down airs. None of them connecting. It's just about last hit.
The Falcon kick catches the roll, and now it's Alas off stage. He just makes back to center for free. A punishable Falcon kick, but no punish comes out. Same with that dash attack.
Yeah, that's nerves at this point. There you go. Back throw. Roman waiting. Whoa!
Oh, but the landing hitbox is so huge.
He can't get the punish, and here comes Roman. He gets down tilted. This runs into There. The splat bomb just goes right behind him. Alas, trying to go for the punish. He's trying to chase. There goes the back air. Roman back. Seriously just trying to bait him out here. 135. These back airs connecting back to back to back for Alas. But love that from Roman. Almost connecting with the Nair at the end too. But here comes Alas. Up B! That's it!
Will do it. Roman evens up the set count 1-1. Keeps himself in the running for those juicy 2 points for winning the set.
And I mean, that would be the momentum setter right in the semifinals.
Oh, yeah.
St. Peter's or Siena, both of them currently at 1-1. And I even mentioned this before, and I wasn't incorrect, even though Game 4 was actually sick. Game 1 between Marist and Canisius, I said, whoever wins Game 1, it's going to be extremely pivotal for their motivation, for their confidence, for their momentum.
Very true.
Guess who won Game 1? And guess who won the entire set? I'm not wrong. So, no, it's totally up to the anchors at that point. But still, Game 1 is extremely pivotal. And I really don't know where to draw the line at this one.
Yeah, it's rough. Both these games were so close, and both games went different ways. So it's really just going to be who comes out on top in the 50-50 interaction in this Game 3.
Absolutely, and it looks like they are doing picks and bans at the moment. We haven't exactly started up yet, so we are just waiting for the two teams to start things up. But well, if you're an Inkling player, where would you like to go at this point against the Falcon?
Oh, I want to go to a tri-plat where I can up throw, up air, up air, up air, up air, up air, up air, up air.
Wouldn't you think the same for Falcon though?
I would, but you have to think about what you can do. Right, in a matchup like this,
where you would be the most optimal, right?
Yeah, where both of you have such good combo options and such similar combo options, it's about being confident in your own ability to optimize.
Okay, so you're really just trying to watch like a DBFZ battle, right?
Yeah.
I don't blame you. The later we get on into this night, the more intense things get, and potentially the more Twitch clips that we can start farming and things of the sort. But it looks like we do have our pick here. It's gonna be Yoshi's Story coming in from Siena.
Yoshi's Story. I mean, it's basically Battlefield with like a slant on it. So, makes sense.
Right.
I support the idea.
Understandable. And looks like we are.
It's the same concept.
Something of the sort, right?
Yeah.
It's more or less.
Smaller blast zones probably benefits Falcon a little bit more than Inkling, but I wouldn't worry too much about it.
Yeah. It's all semantics at this point. Map pick doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got Game 3 on the board already for our first match of these semifinals between St. Peter's and Siena.
Yeah, so we have the matchup here going on. Really solid ledge trapping from Alas here. Zoning him, keeping him off stage really effectively. And here we have these tri-plat combos I was talking about. And especially when the ceiling is so low on this stage, Inkling is known for getting these up throw uppers, but the down smash on the ledge will close out the stock. A really solid lead for Alas. Only 79. Oh, never mind, no lead for Alas. Roman immediately trades it back. Incredibly impressive. He finds a combo of his own to start up the next stock too, but he's going to eat the jab and get a lot of pains on him. All the future damage is going to hurt a lot more than normal here for Inkling for the next 10-20 seconds. But it doesn't really matter if you just don't get hit, and Roman has been doing a really good job of evading a solid parry into a punish. Oh, the F smash read on the spot dodge is huge. Putting Alas off stage. Not able to get the ledge trap due to the little bit of lag here, unfortunately, but he still is at a very solid advantage. Oh no.
Yeah, the quick stance
Getting a little worse.
without B, but it is getting worse. These two are just, they did wait it out for a second, but it seems like things are back in order. Was back in order.
Oof.
Ooh, that
No
position on
push on the
roller, that
roller,
is.
unfortunately.
That's rough.
Getting rollered on the ledge feels a lot better on this stage. It's a lot harder to punch, it feels like. The gentleman. Jab, jab, jab. Oh, this lag is so anticlimactic, unfortunately.
Right. Oh my god. This is rough, and I mean this is not exactly a problem that we have in really any other competitive game. Games like League of Legends, games like Super Smash, or I'm sorry, not Super Smash. Games like Counter Strike, games like Rocket League. They have
Doesn't come up nearly as much. And there's a
Exactly.
pause feature. But we're making the best of it. We're working through it. There's the up B punish. Alas, off stage. The 2-frame punish not quite coming through in time though. Whoever gets this stock is going to have a big momentum lead going into the final stock of the match. Just matters who's able to get it first. Neither player quite able to, but there's the up B punish for Roman to take it. And then immediate answer back from Alas. This whole set has been more dead even so far, and it could not be more dead even than going 0-0 into last stock.
Unreal. Here we go again. Start it off. A couple of hits coming in from Roman. He was again the lag. It's so rough. So rough. You can't exactly compensate for it either. You just kind of gotta ride with it in a sense. There goes the down B. Roman waiting for the approach from Alas. He dash attacks him, waiting for him on ledge. Dash right on out. Goes in for the dash attack, but instead it's Alas. Love that from him. Back air, dash attack, stacks up the up airs. Still getting even more damage. Tries to get the ink bomb too. Another up B. It's thwarted.
Yeah,
Lots
that
of
roller
empty
close to hitting.
Lots of empty inputs coming in from Roman at the moment as, again, it seems like for the past 20 seconds, he has been able to hit anything, and that's not going to be it!
Gonna let you go to the sweet spot.
Lord!
So Roman well within kill percent here, and Alas kind of far from it, means that he has a very big lead, and that roller has to be it.
Wow.
And it will be. Unfortunately, there was some lag, but Alas is able to clutch it out in the end, earning 4 total points for Siena, 1 going over to St. Peter's.
Wow.
Means that they will be up 3 points in this set so far.
Yeah, absolutely. So a 4-1 scoreline going towards the side of Siena. Very interesting stuff to say the very least, but yeah, that's just incredibly unfortunate with lag there. I mean, it's just the fact that these players did not have any lag whatsoever going into that game. I think that's what makes it even worse because it's like, it's so sudden. There's really no kind of aspect to kind of say, oh, that's why he's lagging or something of the sort. These players.
It's really unfortunate that the Nintendo gods giveth and they take it away.
Right. These players are all East Coast. These players are all from the Northeast, and unfortunately, I mean that's kind of how the cookie crumbles, at least for now, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna go into a quick break. However, a little water break, like I mentioned before, ladies and gentlemen. Please stay safe, stay healthy, stay at home. Thank you guys so much for spending a little bit of your time at home watching a little bit of MAAC Championship Super Smash Bros. My name is Upmind, joined here by Toxic Gerbil. We'll be right back with Game 2 of St. Peter's versus Siena.
Bud Light made a seltzer?
Wait, Bud Light made a seltzer?
I wonder what it tastes like.
Only one way to find out. What are the taste buds saying?
Tastes great, just hard seltzer with a hint of fruit flavor.
Let's get that instead.
Wait. Post Malone doesn't drink seltzer. We drink Bud Light. Everybody knows that.
Why not try something new? Bud Light.
Seltzer.
Guys, let's get both.
I'll get both. Bud Light Seltzer. Unquestionably good.
Bravo team moving to checkpoint.
2 o'clock, 10 feet up the right.
Visual 3 o'clock.
Sometimes the front lines are in our own backyard.
Family in sight.
Make a difference in your community, serving part-time in the Army National Guard.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get back into the arena as we're gonna get ready for Game 2 between St. Peter's and Siena. My name is Outmine, joined here by Toxic Gerbil. Toxic Gerbil, what are we watching right now, buddy?
Yeah, we have Jazzy G on Palutena versus Bivers on Me Swordfighter. Another higher paced matchup compared to some of the other stuff we've been watching, like Pac-Man, Snake. Very exciting. Both these characters really like to go in. They have some projectiles they throw around, but it's mostly to supplement their aggressive neutral.
Absolutely. And what's gonna come into play is certainly the projectile game between these two players, and you already see it in action. The explosive flames from Jazzy G. They almost pull off.
Yeah, a really notable projectile from Me Swordfighter is that tornado, right? Because it leads into that up B. It's such a powerful kill confirm, and especially against a lighter character like Palutena, it's something you really have to be careful at all times. But it doesn't matter if you're not getting Palutena up into kill percent, and Bivers at 167 to Palutena's 63 is definitely not in the lead here. Palutena looking for the kill, gonna find it there.
Gotta find it with that up B. And I was about to say triplats? This is where Palutena can pull off the up B tech where they can just teleport the entire place.
Yeah.
Love that from Jazzy G.
Very fancy.
We back to Smash 4 Mewtwo, man.
Yeah, sure.
Good times, right?
Yeah, for the Mewtwo players, that's true.
Right, exactly. Bivers down an entire stock, and Jazzy G just keeps booting on the damage.
Yeah, Jazzy G really running away with this game so far. 53% already put back up onto Bivers here.
Bivers on stage, Jazzy G chasing, but that's nothing above stage just to catch Jazzy G and get some extra damage. That's exactly what Bivers needs at the moment. Bivers just needs to make this comeback. He's back though, back on ledge.
It's gonna be a rough comeback though.
100%. 100%, especially against Jazzy G. He's being incredibly cautious.
Yeah, Me Swordfighter has very good kill setups, but he doesn't have those explosive combos to rack up the damage, so it's hard to make comebacks happen as this character. as you need to win neutral more than just a few times to get your comebacks to happen.
Jazzy G, they've been just stacking up all this damage, and I don't think Bivers. I don't really think Bivers can even catch up at this point. Jazzy G is just evading everything.
Yeah, no, Jazzy G's been playing really, really cleanly here. If he's able to close this out with the 3-stock versus losing it, well, caster curse, I guess.
It happens, but it was bound to happen. Late percent for Jazzy G. And Bivers still trying to go strong to this comeback. That's 53%. And still Bivers down the stock. Up there, Jazzy G just trying to kind of get this one over with, because man, oh man, more time goes by, and you would kind of expect Bivers to start catching on to Jazzy G's, promiscuous playstyle.
Promiscuous playstyle, yeah. He's getting more of the punishes, but a little late. If he keeps this up in game 2, it could look very different, but right now, definitely playing for the 1-stock, it feels like. Oh, really good down tilt. Gonna confirm the kill.
That is a 2-stock for our boy Jazzy G. So, if anything, I mean, I'm kind of expecting maybe a switch up here for Bivers, or at least no platforms, or at least you would think PS2 or Kalos coming up next.
Probably something like that, yeah. The problem is, if you take Palutena to one of the bigger stages, she's going to be faster than you and be able to play the neutral better, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's rough. This is a rough matchup to counterpick, because I feel like Palutena just sort of does everything me Sword Fighter wants to do, but just that little bit better.
Just kind of waiting out for the counter picks, and this counter pick for one of these two players is just super important in a sense. And you see the bans; it's going to be FD and Smashville. Totally expected. You want to have the plats available.
Mm-hmm. Having the platforms available is, I don't know, it feels like no matter what stage you counterpick in this matchup, there's an argument that Palutena is better than you on it, right?
Right, absolutely. And I mean, that's purely because of just the nature of the character in general. In comparison to back at Smash 4, I mean, Palutena has gotten essentially the buff stick.
Yeah. Palutena got buffed really hard and has been slowly getting turned back over time.
Right. People actually, there were a lot of Palutena mains that ended up kind of putting Palutena in the back burner after the Nair nerf that we saw. I think it was like half a year ago at this point. But now, now these players are starting to warm up back to this. And actually, what I mentioned before is actually going to happen. Siena picking PS2. That's exactly what you'd like to see, because now there's going to be a little bit more space for Bivers to work with, to say the very least. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Game 2 on the board between Bivers and Jazzy G. As Jazzy G potentially could pull St. Peter's back in the lead in the semifinals. Jazzy G, however, they've been kind of stacking up a little bit too much, but it's totally evasive. You know what I mean? PS2 is a tough stage, especially because, yes, the teleport tech can come in a little bit more, but Bivers is going to be able to kind of stack up these areas just a tiny bit more. And also that tornado, if I'm not mistaken, could be able to reach that second platform just off of the empty hop.
I believe it should be able to.
Short hops and empty hops, and Bivers pulling out just a little bit more. There goes the tornado, and Jazzy G trying to make their way back.
Ooh, really solid backer there. And the Sacred Flame gonna take the stock. really important there. The up air will clean it up immediately, though. There's the kill confirmed off that tornado. A really, really powerful projectile. But here's the neutral air combo from Palutena. This is what she's known for, is what she gets all of her mileage from, 59% at the end of the day. And a dead even game so far.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Much closer than game 1 was.
Jazzy G has been playing a little bit more aggressive this game, and Vivers a little bit more conservative. I mean, that's quite the change in comparison to game 1, considering the fact that Jazzy G, all she really needed to do was just kind of wait it out the entire time, and now Vivers. Oh, there you go.
Missing the confirm. Very close, though.
Air dodge.
Dash attack not quite taking it, but 142% on Palutena is not comfortable at all, especially when Vivers is only at 95%. And Palutena, for all of her strengths, really needs to rack up percent into the 110s before she can look for those kills. She's not a character who's just going to kill you at 80.
Absolutely, but here we go. Vivers. Trying to approach Jazzy G. Jazzy G, they've been at least kind of switch up the playstyle near the end here, because now just trying to farm up these nairs, just trying to farm up strings, something that Jazzy G hasn't exactly been doing all too much. It's mainly just been chip damage.
Yeah, it has been, but living to 170 feels so good when your opponent should be able to kill you relatively consistently.
Absolutely, absolutely. So there goes Vivers. Ooh, being super patient, waiting out an option, an input from Jazzy G, but Jazzy G don't care. Keeps on getting a little bit more damage from onto Vivers. But there you go, there goes the kill, and not only that, Vivers still stacking up more damage.
Yeah. Oh, Vivers getting the damage, but
another one. That's it.
That's gonna be it. That's gonna be it. That's gonna be it.
Oh wow!
Really good up air there.
Jazzy G.
That's gonna be Jazzy G taking it.
That puts
4 points going St. Peter's way, right? Puts them in the lead by 2.
Right. I mean, just the one game that they were able to take in trade in the first set is realistically what's pushing St. Peter's right now. Jazzy G going big, and Jazzy G, they've been able to kind of, patiently push St. Peter's forward, and now Siena gonna go back to the drawing board. Going back to our lineups here, it seems like our next game is going to be the Captain Pango facing off against, facing off against Alan. Alan, a player who we didn't exactly see too much throughout the season, but Alan was able to kind of pull this team forward, pull this St. Peter's team forward in their quarterfinals matchup. Let's see if they can do it again. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to head into a very quick break as the players set up for Game 3. Thank you guys so much for tuning in thus far, and we're actually going to do a couple of plugs, though, because we do have a couple of sponsors to thank on behalf of the MAAC. The MAAC would like to take this opportunity to thank its partner, the New Jersey Army National Guard, whose members are fighting on the front lines in the battle against COVID-19. The MAAC thanks you for your service and your partnership. And the MAAC would also like to thank its technology partner, Acer. Acer Predator computers and gear are the brand of choice for all MAAC esports competitions. Acer Predator, summon your strength. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back with Game 3. Please stay tuned.
Bud Light made a seltzer?
Wait, Bud Light made a seltzer?
I wonder what it tastes like.
Only one way to find out. What are the taste buds saying?
Tastes great. Just hard seltzer with a hint of fruit flavor.
Let's get that instead.
Wait. Post Malone doesn't drink seltzer. We drink Bud Light. Everybody knows that.
Why not try something new?
Bud Light.
Seltzer.
Guys, let's get both.
I'll get both.
Bud Light Seltzer. Unquestionably good.
Bravo team moving to checkpoint.
2 o'clock, 10 feet up the right.
Visual 3 o'clock.
Sometimes the front lines are in our own backyard.
Family in sight.
Make a difference in your community, serving part-time in the Army National Guard.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on back to the 2020 MAAC Championships. My name is Up. I'm joined here by my man, Toxic Gerbil, and we have ourselves a very important game on our hands. It's Game 3, the very middle of our crew battle between St. Peter's and Siena for a spot in Grand Finals, and we see Alan out the Fox once again, and Pango. Pango. We saw this duck hunt get pulled out earlier. It was 1,000 IQ as claimed by some of our chat members, and we might see a little bit more of that flashy play come into this game.
Yeah, Pango's duck hunt really popped off. Really. It was quite impressive.
Absolutely. Ooh, look at this. Coming in from Alan. A couple of stray hits. And still, it stacks them up onto Pango. Pango running away, however, pulling out the frisbee. And still just trying to stack up some damage because Alan doing some real good work.
Unfortunate, a little bit of lag here.
Unfortunate lag.
But Alan and Pango both, Pango finding the up smash.
Jabs coming in from Pango. Trying to take down Alan, but again, just somehow Alan was able to take that first stock anyways, and ooh, the F smash going from center stage, not gonna kill. Love that reflect coming from Alan, and the F smash somehow gonna reach below stage, and that's gonna be tied up at 2.
Really?
Whoa!
Oof. Beating the mess out of that gunman. Really even game so far here.
Love the jabs being stopped by Frisbee too. Let's go. There goes the can. And the Frisbee Pango taking his time, just trying to land it with that nair. There goes the F smash. Alan off stage. Hands on back yet again. Oh, wait, but it's actually thwarted. It was going to be a forward throw into the can, but instead, the gunman ended up stopping the grab.
Yeah.
There you go. Toxic Gerbil. In terms of Alan,
Big lead for Pango here.
Yeah, absolutely. You saw kind of the lead earlier from Alan. And what does Alan need to depend on at this point to try to take this game back?
Alan just needs really solid neutral fundamentals. As Fox is a character who really likes to play his own game and to force the enemy to play his game with him. He just needs to get in and find his confirms. And it's all about just having the fundamentals in neutral to weave around these projectiles. You don't need to get fancy. Fox is all about keeping it simple. But he just can't figure out the ways to get in, and it's just really rough for him.
Yeah, absolutely. 128 on Alan, and Pango just looking for the last hit in the back air.
The second back air will take it.
Wow. Up air barely ends, and Pango was already ready for the back air input. There you go, Siena. Getting themselves a couple of points on the board. So that's going to be a 6-6. It's all tied up in game 2. Or, I'm sorry, game 3. And, Toxic Gerbil. We've gone through a very long, grueling day thus far. And it seems like we're just going to have to strap ourselves in for an even longer battle here. An even longer, grueling battle here.
Going, yeah.
But, oh, man. Siena now back in the race. Now, what stage we looking out for here? Because we do have our bands. It's FD and Kalos.
I would like to see probably Yoshi's Island Brawl, maybe Smashville. Just something smaller, something closer.
I guess so. I mean, a Smashville would actually be pretty good for that Fox, to say the very least. But for this duck hunt, definitely going to be aiming for some sort of. I mean, they're both going to be aiming for closer stages. If I'm being completely honest, Duck Hunt flourishes on a map like Smashville, but also does incredibly well on Town and City. Two more or less just modified of the same map. So it's all going to come down to this St. Peter's pick, as we are just waiting for it. But yeah, Toxic Gerbil. I mean, we saw earlier how Alan played. Is there any sort of tempo change that we should see from the man?
I don't know, Alan. I just feel like Alan has to. Oh, he goes Ridley though.
Oh,
so.
Wow! And we're on PS2. A PS2 for Ridley? Not a bad pick. See it happen. Game starts, the two start going at it. Immediate frisbee. Duck Hunt, if I'm not mistaken, it should honestly be a better matchup for him. It's almost guaranteed that frisbee is going to hit almost every time. And because of the disjointed hitboxes from Ridley, it's going to pretty much act as a better landing point for the can. So Pango is going to have a field day with this.
Yeah, no, this matchup definitely seems like a very big downgrade compared to playing Fox here. Ridley just doesn't have nearly as good mobility or tools to get around his zoners, so I feel like Duck Hunt's just going to do even better, and if it was already bad for Alan before, it's just going to get even better for Pango now.
Yeah, absolutely, and you like the little BM from Pango, the repeated taunts. Right in the middle there. All right. You like the flare.
Yep.
Here we go. Pango sets up the gunman. Or that a frisbee that's going to miss. Another F-snap just to keep distance. Stacking up a little bit of damage, but Pango looking for a high-scoring game here to kind of, re-establish Siena's lead here. Again, it's a weird pick in general for Alan. Ridley.
Yeah, I don't understand the reason it would come out. It's doing worse than the Fox here. And I get that he might just not be confident in his Fox, but it's so rough. He's just eating all the zoning, all the projectiles. It's just, Ridley can't get in around all this stuff.
Absolutely. There goes the fireballs. Literally, I love that. The can eats all of the fireballs and actually doesn't blow up whatsoever.
Disgusting, yeah.
How does that work whatsoever? And the up air from the Duck Hunt is actually gonna finish off the stock at just about 130. Holy. So yeah, I mean, this big chunky lad known as Ridley just eating everything that Pango throws at it. Oh, wait.
Hey.
Okay, that might be the opening that Alan wants. That's at least some sort of consolation for the stocks. And here we go. That's the combo starter. Down throw into a back air, but here comes Pango. Oh, the can goes right on him. And Pango chasing again. There goes the can. Able to air dodge, but Pango just does not stop. Even taunts right in the middle there before throwing out the gunman. Yet another can hitting. Pango lining up the can. Dash attack from Alan, just trying to finish off the stock. Trying to at least get this within 1, 2, I mean, essentially just restrict the damage for SPU.
Yeah,
but instead,
Pango closes it out.
Yeah. So that's big, if I'm not mistaken. That's 10 points. 10 points for Siena.
Really, really big for them.
Oh, man.
So now it's 10-6, I believe, right, in Siena's favor.
10-6 in Siena's favor.
4-point lead is solid.
Super solid. And I mean, this next game right here, first of all, could take the entire thing. It could. If Siena is able to get at least, if I'm not mistaken, like 4 more points, at least just a 4-point differential. So just winning this next one by a single stock, if Siena wins, it's over.
Yep.
It's just over. Actually, no. St. Peter's would have a chance. They would need to wait. Yo, I'm saying that they would have a chance. But ladies and gentlemen, I mean, if Siena does take the next one, just one stock, remember, waiting in anchor is our boy Ricardo, and he is kind of a mad lad for 3 stocks. So who knows?
He can be the one to make it happen.
He could be, but hopefully St. Peter's can just kind of close things out, maybe keep things real close between the two, and literally just have it between a battle of the beasts for game 5. Let's see who's up next though. In chat, I've seen you all night, Zeroy. I've seen you all night, and I've seen you play earlier. Let's see if you can step up to the board. Rory, aka Zeroy, is gonna be stepping up, and he's gonna be facing off against Show. What a battle we got up next on stream. And ladies and gentlemen, you guys do not want to miss out on this one. We're going to go into a very quick break as the 2 teams set up, do their bans. Me and Toxic Gerbil will be right back.
Bud Light made a seltzer?
Wait, Bud Light made a seltzer?
I wonder what it tastes like.
Only one way to find out. What are the taste buds saying?
Tastes great. Just hard seltzer with a hint of fruit flavor.
Let's get that instead.
Wait. Post Malone doesn't drink seltzer. We drink Bud Light. Everybody knows that.
Why not try something new?
Bud Light.
Seltzer.
Guys, let's get both.
I'll get both.
Bud Light Seltzer. Unquestionably good.
Bravo team moving to checkpoint.
2 o'clock, 10 feet up the right.
Visual 3 o'clock.
Sometimes the front lines are in our own backyard.
Family in sight.
Make a difference in your community, serving part-time in the Army National Guard.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the MAAC 2020 Esports Championship, brought to you by the New Jersey Army National Guard. My name is Upmine, joined here by my man, Toxic Gerbil. We're heading in to an incredibly pivotal Game 4 between St. Peter's and Siena. Who do we got on board, Toxic Gerbil?
We got Show representing St. Peter's here, and we have got Zeroy representing Siena. And if I remember, both of these players won their match very dominantly in their previous matches, right?
Right. Yeah, no, absolutely right. And I mean, they want to carry that kind of that momentum into this game. This matchup might be a little bit rough for this Lucina, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I feel like Banjo has a lot of tools at his disposal to get past Lucina's sword pressure, most notably those grenades and the Wonder Wing.
Wonder Wing is going to be incredibly important for Zeroy going forward, especially at a percent like this. At 110, would be able to kill from essentially anywhere. And speak of the devil. Speak of the devil.
Yeah.
You'll love to see
Wonder
that.
Wing is awesome. Ooh, the forward smash barely not connecting. So close though. That was huge though.
113 would have done lots of damage, but hey.
It would have killed, but...
Right. Zeroy
even now. A huge lead for Zeroy here, 52%. Is very good.
Ooh. If I'm not mistaken, that was an F tilt or potentially just a dash attack, knocking Zeroy back. And ooh, that Nair actually sends Sho forward. Just a little bit of a dash attack, sending him away. There goes Zeroy. He's back, almost getting hit by that up B, almost getting stage spikes, but he doesn't actually get hit. Sho hitting Zeroy. Wow, with the grenade and with an up B. With Zeroy's back somehow. 182.
182 is insane. From across the stage, the Dolphin Slash won't kill either. 73.
But that's it. Okay, there goes the F smash. Sho certainly just trying to make his way back into this one, but Zeroy has quite the lead at the moment. And guess what else he has? He has the full Wonder Wings.
He has the full Wonder Wings, and 85% on this Lucina means each and every one of those is
No way.
That won't kill, but it's going to put him off stage, and it's going to rack up damage, meaning the next Wonder Wing looks that much worse, and the up smash confirm doesn't come out in time. A really good match from Sho there, but he's still in such a disadvantage as the back throw takes it.
What a back throw, and there you go. Now, Zeroy stacking up the damage. He still has 4 Wonder Wings to work with and an entire stock. I mean, this is the dream scenario, because remember what I said, Siena, if they win these games by 1 stock, that would still mean that St. Peter's has a chance. If they win 1 stock and a 2 stock, it's over. Siena makes it into grand finals.
So these are so important for Siena. And right now, Siena is kind of starting to run away with this game. Zeroy taking a really big lead, completely lapping Sho on this second stock here.
Still a chance
it's
for
very important that Zeroy keeps this stock if he wants to keep applying that point pressure onto...
Ooh, that up smash, but instead it's a dash attack, if I'm not mistaken, with a Wonder
Only
Wing.
1 Wonder Wing left here on this stock.
Right, but it's going to be incredibly important because at 110 and just about ledge or just around near the middle would kill.
Falls out of the side B.
And this jabs does get him though.
It's so big. If Sho
That's
takes
it.
the stock, and there it
Wow,
is.
that's huge. Big, and now Sho, he gets set his targets on yet another big target, which would be the W. 130, Lucina with Rage. The big
hard,
dub.
but it's doable. All you need is like 70% of forward smash and a dream.
Full Wonder Wings though, oh my word.
Oh, that's a shotgun barrel that Sho is staring down, huh?
Doesn't
But
even matter.
The forward smash will take it.
Holy lord, so that's Siena up 11-6. Holy, so Toxic Gerbil. I want to hear from you though. Well, first of all, in terms of just ideology coming in from Zeroy against this Lucina, how can he keep the next game a little bit cleaner? Because just a 2 stock would be able to take his team through. Would it be less dependency on the Wonder Wings and more offstage pressure, or any other aspect?
I think that you just need to play a little slower and a little safer against the Banjo as Lucina. You need to measure your hitboxes. Banjo's not a character that you can just swing the sword against and oppress him like Yoshi or Kirby or something. You really need to chill out and just play safe, play spacing, play your shield a little bit more, and then when you catch him slipping, catch him going for those unsafe options, that's when you punish.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And now we wait out for the picks and bans as Siena. They're going to be banning Yoshi's Island and Smashville. That is interesting. We're going to get FD. FD for Banjo? Banjo's going to have less places to run, that's for sure. Banjo is a pretty platform-dependent character, especially off of the aerial Wonder Wings and just overall with his aerials in general. Lucina is going to have a better time stacking up. He's going to have a better time just covering ground and not letting that Banjo land. So I see why this pick is a thing.
Yeah, I definitely agree. The stage should help. I can kind of see it going a little poorly in the fact that with no platforms, there's nowhere to go besides into Lucina's Silver Blade. And it definitely makes it a lot harder to get around the platforms, to get around the sword without platforms. So it's double-edged in a way.
Right, absolutely. Heading right into game 2, however, Zeroy, a 2-stock over Zeroy, or I'm sorry, Zeroy, a 2-stock over show would give Siena the win in this stock. Yeah, no, we get there, ladies and gentlemen. We have been on the mic for
it's a long day,
a very long, and this it's not even close to being finished.
Oh, there's another one after this, baby. Let's go.
Oh my gosh. Let's head right into it. There goes the egg grenade, and Zeroy is trying to chase. F tilt, good egg too. But instead, that's going to be a counter from Show.
Oh, the Wonder Wings does it, and it works so well. Just throwing it out there raw. That one to get back on stage is going to get punished pretty hard here. Oh, FD makes it so much harder to land against Lucina too. Especially Banjo, a character who already has trouble landing. It's just going to get even worse.
Ooh, good attempt on the stage spike from Show. Yeah. I mean, yo, just the shield break, the stage spike. Show's going a little bit more nuttier than the last game.
He's winning on the stage. This counter pick has been working really well for him.
Yes!
The punish on the Wonder Wing is so important. It's so crucial that he gets that.
He finally hard punishes Wonder Wing, something that we only really saw once in the last game. That was in the first stock. We see it again. But there goes Wonder Wing, 110 on Show.
And now it's so important that Show builds up extra credit here, that he can get off the ledge and just keep damaging the Banjo. If this goes back to even, all the work on these good punishes, well, here it is. He's racking up percent. He's burning out the Wonder Wings, importantly. You have to manage your resources as Banjo, and when you expend Wonder Wings while your opponent's already on the stock, it feels so bad.
Wonder Wings. All right.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. No. Zeroy.
Oh, really big trade for Zeroy though.
Oh, wait!
And he misses
He's
the
dead!
Oh no!
Unbelievable. Show can kind of throw down the Uno reverse card on this set if he could just keep this one clean.
It's so big if Show wins this. He just needs to keep clean, especially if he gets the 2-stock in response. It opens up so many more avenues for his team to get to victory. But it's not going to start like this, taking 73 out the gate on your stock.
Back on ledge. Here comes
and the damage just keeps racking up too.
Right, Show is getting a little bit sauced up.
The Wonder Wing sends across stage. It won't kill, but you have to be so afraid. No, the forward smash evens it up. Zeroy has it completely back in his hands. He has all the momentum. Show can't get in. Show's just looking confused right now.
No!
And Zeroy is so dominant.
Wait, can you watch the game right now? Or are you watching the game?
Oh, I can. Yeah, I can.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Zeroy. Okay.
Take us through it. No way!
Off stage, up being back to the ledge. Lucina's still on stage. Lucina in center stage, zoning with her sword, eating the grenade. Both players Show at 77. Zroy at 101 off stage after a dancing plate. He uses one of his Wonder Wings, 3 left to crash back into the stage. Show drops the edge guard. Both characters on stage playing neutral. 86 on Show, 105 on this Lucina, on this Banjo. Excuse me, and an up smash off of an unsafe roll from the ledge. Does not kill, but another one on the landing does, and Zroy will take the set. 1 stock remaining, 3 more points to Siena College.
So that is a, if I'm not mistaken, that is a 13-pointer? Or no, I'm incorrect. That's 14. Bro, that's 14. Oh my lord. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Smash Brothers Radio.
What a terrible ending to miss. Oh my god. Oh, that's so sad. Yeah, Zroy, my heart goes out to you. That was sick. And, like, literally only I saw it.
Oh no. So 14-6. St. Peter's sends out their most dominant player up to the board. Coming up next, it's going to be Ricardo. Ricardo, the only player that I have ever watched, or that I have ever had the pleasure of commentating, a JV4, is going to be stepping up to the plate next for St. Peter's. And up next for Siena is going to be, give me a second here, is going to be Nick, a.k.a. Knight. So this is a big one.
Yeah, the pressure's on. If a single stock is dropped by St. Peter's, they will lose.
A singular.
Even if they win, it goes to a tiebreaker. I don't even know what the tiebreaker for this format is.
They would send a single player out, and it would be just a 3-stock, game.
All right.
Oh.
Well, it's got to be the double 3-stock, but if there's anyone to make it happen,
it's got to be Ricardo. Of all the games,
be Ricardo.
Yeah, of all the games that St. Peter's has played, I mean, there are some players on St. Peter's that hasn't lost a game all season. One of them being Jazzy G, that ended that undefeated streak.
Yeah, just ran out. And then we also got Ricardo, who was, if I'm not mistaken, also undefeated on the season. And man, I have no clue whatsoever how this one is going to go out, because even if Knight is not able to beat Ricardo, this one is just done no matter what. If Knight is able to take a singular stock, so Siena, they have grand finals in their hands. They have it within reach. It's so close.
They have it within
a
Ricardo, singular stock.
The last bastion for St. Peter's right now.
Oh boy. And we're not even gonna go to a break. Looks like the teams are already doing bans at this point. So, Toxic Gerbil. What are your thoughts on tonight thus far, my man?
It has been a long night, and it's still going. There is still grand finals after this. It has been extreme. In a weird way, I'm glad I'm here, even though I wasn't supposed to be.
Right, of course.
Really, I was able to see match 4 of the previous match. That was incredible. The most exciting Snake versus Pac-Man you'll ever see. And this one is getting down to the wire, too. It is all on Ricardo against
the Shulk. Wow, this matchup.
This is going to be explosive.
This matchup is that's a real stinker for Captain Falcon.
Yeah, it is. Shulk getting out for first blood. Whoa, this sword is so big. What does Ricardo do to get around it? It looks so rough.
He's so patient. He's got to wait. Ricardo, he gets stuck in one string, and that's just a quarter of his life. Ricardo has to stay perfect this entire time. And Knight doesn't care.
So much damage.
No way.
85 to 0% on Knight. Oh no.
97% on Ricardo. St. Peter's, the number 2 seed in this
coming out from Ricardo.
Come on. Let's see it. Show me your moves, Knight. Let's see if he can do this against Ricardo. Let's see if he can pull off a singular stock against Ricardo. There goes the backslash. Until Ricardo would have to go nuts. He almost tries it, but the up B almost kills Ricardo. He's done. That's it.
Siena is going to grand finals against Marist College.
Oh my lord. Grand finals has been absolutely confirmed.
Yeah.
The number 1 and the number 2 seeds are not going to be participating in grand finals. Unbelievable. What a turn of events.
That's actually insane how this bracket has turned out. Who would have thought grand finals would be number 3 versus number 5?
My god. Unbelievable. And this one's still going, however. Knight at 1.
It is still going. Knight is just completely running over Ricardo right now. Very solid play for him right now. I almost said dominant, but I've been saying that way too much.
Dominance.
Yeah, it's a good word, man.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
God, Shulk's sword is so good. There's this Shulk who goes to my locals, and I swear to God, I get body, I lose every time, and it's always close. And I hate playing against Shulk so much. We always get matched up in bracket, and he always wins, like, last hit, last stock in a 2-0, and it's like, oh my god, I hate this.
Wait. Ricardo going for that up B. Can't exactly do anything off of it. At this point, I'm just trying to fix everything else, because grand finals, this is going to be quite the journey. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a doozy. Grand finals, of course, supposed to start at 8:45. It's currently 9:41. So it has been a long day for us. As Ricardo, while we've been talking about some other stuff, has completely run it back in this game. He now has the advantage and is comboing the mess out of Knight here.
Ricardo finally back in neutral. Knight just fanning out the fair. Ricardo back on stage. He's just waiting. He's standing there menacingly. And he gets fair. And he gets forward thrown. From Ricardo, just trying to push things forward, and Knight? Oh, he just gets upbeat again. Ricardo playing with his heart. A backslash is gonna do it for him. Oh. That's a point for St. Peter's. Man, oh man. So we still have another game to go here, folks, but mathematically speaking, Siena is in grand finals. Holy. Man, oh man. So, just kind of thinking about things here. Toxic Gerbil. Theoretically speaking, there were so many aspects that kind of went wrong for St. Peter's here. I think every player was able to take. I don't think every player was able to take a point, but there were a couple of glancing matchups that could be attributed to sort of kind of the falter of St. Peter's. Is there any kind of mismatchup that we saw earlier in bracket or earlier in this set that maybe St. Peter's could have played a little bit differently?
Nah, I really think everything except for the Ridley switch.
Right.
I think everything besides the Ridley switch sort of was St. Peter's players playing to the best of their ability and just sort of getting outplayed. I don't think anything can really be attributed to just unlucky matchups or anything like that, really. Yeah, there was some lag in a couple of the sets. That's definitely unfortunate, but that's the nature of it. Very unfortunately. Nintendo Wi-Fi is notorious, but that's what you signed up for, I guess, coming into this. Is that there's just the chance that happens.
Ricardo still trying his damnedest in this set, to say the absolute least. And Shulk is Shulk. What you gonna do about it?
Playing against Shulk literally doesn't like feel like a Smash Brothers character to me. It's like it feels like something so different. He just gets to like ignore rules of the game.
There's from Knight. In comes Ricardo. Ooh, big parry from Ricardo. But still struggling to take away the stock from Knight. It's spacing battle. It's good old FD. At this point, they can just kind of swing at each other and just kind of worry about movement more than anything.
Yeah. Ooh, good knee there. You up the stock out. Ricardo clearly just having fun with it. He's dropping bombs. He's going for knees. He's having a good time.
Ricardo again, into the back here. He has to make a huge comeback already in his stock alone, but that's a pretty good start. Upbeat again, just kind of reading out Knight. Ricardo, he's just the one setting the tempo, and Knight, he comes in swinging and just ruins that entire thing.
Yeah, Ricardo taking the to be getting into grand final quarter.
Uh-oh. You all get there, Toxic Gerbil?
Oh, no.
You
ignore. Oh, there we go. I think I'm back now.
Yeah, there you go. It was...
Yeah, no, I was not good. You ever look at Discord and you see your internet's on one red bar and you're like, oh, man.
Oh, man. It happens. I think everyone's having internet issues at some point, whether it be yourself, myself, the players. ISPs are getting overloaded, ladies and gentlemen, and that's kind of the story of the tournament. We wouldn't be on the internet, period, heading into this tournament. We all would have been just
this would have been done in over a month ago, yeah.
Right, exactly. In Atlantic City, but of course, we'll be back next year when everything is good and dandy. But for now, we're experiencing things online, and Knight is going to actually extend the lead somehow for Siena off the stock. And it's going to be 15-7. You have Kieran telling me to get off of my McDonald's Wi-Fi. Oh my god.
Yo, Kieran, that was my McDonald's Wi-Fi that time, so let's cut some slack for not mind.
See, my neighbor just switched the Wi-Fi password, so yeah, no, yeah. I kind of have to run off the good old mobile hotspot, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, my my bad. My League client started updating it, so it has to download like 12 terabytes because those things take forever for some reason. It's the Valorant anti-cheat lagging my PC because apparently it's literally gonna make your computer explode.
Yeah, right.
To Reddit.
Yeah, I had a commentary friend of mine, and he installed Valorant, and the anti-cheat actually changed out some positions of files, like from one drive to another, like from a D drive to a C drive. That's crazy. Like for
there were some day one bugs with it.
There's lots of bugs to fix, but that'll hopefully be fixed when the main update comes out. But
yeah, for sure.
It's a good time. It's a weird world out there, and in esports right now, it's all a bunch of gray area. I like how we get the next big thing, and we're stuck at home to play it, but not actually play it professionally.
Yeah,
physically with one another. And man, oh man, I mean, that's what I'm saying here, ladies and gentlemen. That's what this entire tournament is all about. This was supposed to be in Atlantic City. You could see it in the logo just about a month ago, and everything was set up. Everything was fine and dandy. The basketball tournament even started.
Literally the weekend, everything got shut down. Was when this was scheduled.
Exactly.
Very unfortunate.
Exactly. And all of us were there, though. All of us commentators, all of the staff, we were in Atlantic City. We were ready and raring to go. We were ready and raring to work, and things got shut down. But I gotta say, ladies and gentlemen, I had the I had a pretty great weekend with some of these guys, and
Gotta chill out. That was good.
next year, ladies and gentlemen, you guys will have some great entertainment, to say the absolute least, live from Atlantic City. But for now, thank you guys for joining me live from UpMind's bedroom. Oh man, so here we go. Game 3, the very last game of the semifinals, as Siena looks to close things out. So they've already mathematically made their way through. Ricardo with a big old falcon knee tonight.
Ooh, good knee. That was clean. Ricardo playing for pride. They're going to close it out with the 2-1 here.
Absolutely. UpMind's losing it. We've kept them up for too long. Oh, yeah.
Dude, it's like 11. You started at like 11 a.m., right? Like,
right. I'm going on. Whoa! What was that? Went down there, and I think he attacked the wall right back on stage.
Kind of nice, yeah. The command not going to the shield.
Yeah. I think you guys have kept me up too long. I think we're about 100% we're gonna reach 12 hours
It's okay.
straight.
You're just making a mogul move right now.
Oh, yo,
another
mogul
knee.
moves.
Another knee coming through.
Oh, but there you go. Knight takes it back. That's 2 stocks to 1 for Ricardo. And there's a back air. That's all right, but here comes Ricardo. A couple of hits against Knight. Knight literally just fanning out fares. Ricardo just doesn't care. He's just standing there watching him hit what might be a fly. Again, Ricardo with a yuppie. Knight coming back on stage. Back up in there.
Ricardo just trying to close it out. The uppie won't quite do it, but there's an offstage position here. He goes for the knee, but the backslash is just too big of a hitbox. The risky little smash Minato means that he's well within kill percent, but it times out. Nothing too bad happens to him.
Ricardo tries to go for the dash attack, but once again, it's that nair hitting.
Barely misses the parry punish.
Oh. I love that.
Stood there.
Ricardo just stands there. He doesn't care. He parried it out. Ricardo's just waiting again. He's just vibing. He's just chilling. This is St. Peter's, ladies and gentlemen. This is kind of what they've kind of established themselves as being. They have a lot of very good individual talent.
In this match, Minato, you're gone.
They just don't care. Ricardo goes nuts. He gets 2 more. No, he actually gets 4 more points for his team, making that 11-5. But alas, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be the end of the St. Peter's bracket run. And Siena, they're going to be moving on into grand finals. And we have our matchup set. The bracket's not exactly updated, as you guys can see on our screen, but you can kind of imagine the logos there. It's going to be Siena versus Marist in our grand finals to decide who is going to be the 2020 MAAC Esports champion for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Can Marist complete the 3-peat for MAAC championships? You have Rocket League, you have Super Smash Bros. And League of Legends, but can they complete the Super Smash Bros. Portion of it? Ladies and gentlemen, please stay tuned as we're going to set up that grand finals for you guys. My name is UpMind, joined here by my man Toxic Gerbil. You can follow me on Twitter at UpMind_. You can follow Toxic Gerbil at Toxic_Gerbil. And we will be right back with the epic conclusion of MAAC championships in just a little bit.
Bud Light made a seltzer?
Wait, Bud Light made a seltzer?
I wonder what it tastes like.
Only one way to find out. What are the taste buds saying?
Tastes great. Just hard seltzer with a hint of fruit flavor.
Let's get that instead.
Wait. Post Malone doesn't drink seltzer. We drink Bud Light. Everybody knows that.
Why not try something new?
Bud Light.
Seltzer.
Guys, let's get both.
I'll get both.
Bud Light Seltzer. Unquestionably good.
Bravo team moving to checkpoint.
2 o'clock, 10 feet up the right.
Visual 3 o'clock.
Sometimes the front lines are in our own backyard.
Family in sight.
Make a difference in your community, serving part-time in the Army National Guard.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the MAAC Esports Championship presented by the New Jersey Army National Guard. And we aren't ready for grand finals just yet, but we do have a winner's interview with the captain of Siena. It's our boy Pango. Pango, how are you feeling right now, my man?
Feeling pretty good after that win.
Good.
I gotta say.
Attaboy, attaboy. So, kind of run me through some things because it's getting late. It's been a very long day. You guys were one of the first teams to play in bracket, and it is currently 10 o'clock Eastern, and you guys are still rolling at it with these games. How's your team feeling? Are you guys doing good still? Are you guys ready for grand finals?
It definitely has been a long day, but I think we do have enough steam to keep going at the grand finals, and I think we'll all be playing at a peak performance tonight.
Let's go. You like to hear that, and you know, kind of run me through kind of the team structure, and you guys were able to switch up the if I'm not mistaken, you guys did change up the order heading into it. If I'm not mistaken, did you guys change the order whatsoever?
Yeah, we did. You gotta keep them on their toes, you know, can't do the same thing twice.
Boy, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense, and you know, heading into what might be sort of the end bracket, you being the captain, what sort of advice do you give to your team? What sort of advice do you give to some of your players before they step out for an important game? Because you had a player like Zeroy who was very vocal in chat, to say the very least. I mean, the last person to actually chat in chat was Zeroy. But what do you say to a guy like him when he steps up to the plate for a game 4 when he potentially has the winning stock on deck?
You just really gotta take a step back and breathe for a second. That's really can be the big difference in games. If you just take a second to think about what you could do better, and that seems to be working out for us very well tonight.
Yeah, it makes absolute sense. And how about yourself? Of course, you guys have made it into a grand finals without any of the top 2 seeds. You know, if we're talking honestly about the season, I mean, you guys were, if you guys had tied the for, I think it was like 6-1.
Yeah.
You guys would have taken first seed. How does that feel, kind of showing up both the first and second seed before grand finals and just sweeping it on through?
I think we're finally taking our rightfully claimed first seed spot. You know, we had it the whole season, and it was taken away from us right in the last week. But now I think we're showing that we really deserved it.
Good.
And we can definitely say after our performance in the last tournament that we had when we run that one, I think it's just going to continue on tonight.
Mm-hmm. Well, you've had some people in chat watching the previous games. Anyone from Marist that you're looking out for, maybe looking forward to playing against?
I'm definitely looking over for that Greninja. His combos were looking pretty good against that Bowser, but we'll see what we can do against that tonight.
Great.
Well, sounds good, my friend. So I wish you the best of luck. We're going to head into grand finals very soon. I don't want to hold you for any more time. Get your pep talk in.
Right,
get your winner speech ready.
Oh, it's ready.
Oh, let's go. Let's go. You'll like to hear that. Ladies and gentlemen, we have grand finals up next on stream between Marist and Siena up next on stream. That was Pango, the captain of Siena, giving his winning interview for the semifinals. We'll be right back. My name is Upmine, joined here by Toxic Gerbil. We'll be right back with the conclusion of the MAAC Esports Championship.
Bud Light made a seltzer?
Wait, Bud Light made a seltzer?
I wonder what it tastes like.
Only one way to find out. What are the taste buds saying?
Tastes great. Just hard seltzer with a hint of fruit flavor.
Let's get that instead.
Wait. Post Malone doesn't drink seltzer. We drink Bud Light. Everybody knows that.
Why not try something new?
Bud Light.
Seltzer.
Guys, let's get both.
I'll get both.
Bud Light Seltzer. Unquestionably good.
Bravo team moving to checkpoint.
2 o'clock, 10 feet up the right.
Visual 3 o'clock.
Sometimes the front lines are in our own backyard.
Family in sight.
Make a difference in your community, serving part-time in the Army National Guard.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is finally time for grand finals of the MAAC 2020 Esports Championship presented by the New Jersey Army National Guard. My name is Upmine, joined here by Toxic Gerbil, and our next game is just ready and raring to go. Toxic Gerbil, what do we got here on board?
We've got Mula, the clutch man himself, for Marist here, coming out against Alas from Siena College. Now, Mula was the team captain for Marist and the man who sealed their ticket into grand finals in a grueling match. So I have high hopes of him, but right now, he is falling behind to Alas's Inkling so far.
Yeah, absolutely. We got to pick Mula's brain over kind of his ideology and his mentality going into the game and how patient he realistically had to be against just the best team in this league. And Marist was able to pull a huge upset. And Marist, they have way overshot their initial 5 seed.
Anyone expected of them, yeah.
Way more. And now at this point, Siena coming in at the 3rd seed. We had the interview with their captain, Pangu, and he told us that, they've claimed their rightful spot as that as that quote-unquote number 1. Absolutely, but the number 1 seed isn't just decided just yet. That first place has been engraved in the trophy. Because, ladies and gentlemen, we still have an entire
that's going to be a punish, though.
Through,
and this is going to... he doesn't get the sweet spot. He hasn't been hitting those up smashes. And that up tilt will seal it out, but already 135% behind. We see a lot more approaching from Mula in this game. And that's the thing he said, right? He said he had to stop approaching when he played against that Pac-Man. And in this game as well, I feel like Mula just needs to tone it down a little and play slower, and he can run away with it. But, oh my god, almost dropping the punish, but it takes so long to break out of roller. He gets it anyway. And that's going to be a full stock lead for Alas in this game 1. And the rollers just keep connecting.
I mean, considering the fact that Mula was down in entire stock, like lapped an entire stock in the 2nd. He's made quite the comeback thus far, but Alas keeps booting on the damage, trading out with the grenade.
Looks worse.
Wow, the C4 out of nowhere! Alas is
well, if there's a comeback to be had, it starts like that, but 107% is so much to try and make it happen when already on you. Especially against
the grenade!
But the grenade saves him!
So clutch! Oh man, I don't know how many times we could say the word clutch when describing Mula, because he could keep living up to that legacy all he wants, but he has to make a 100% comeback with him at 144 and Alas at 40 on this last stock, and he has to keep things clean. He throws out the grenades, he's trying to keep up the wall. Inkling, one of the slipperiest characters in this entire game. That's not it either! Sour spot.
Never land. Alas always misspaced and just barely. You have to know that the rollers keep landing regardless. All of these grenade holes that are getting punched by rollers are unacceptable for Mula if he wants to make it happen. He dodged out of the way with that one, but 172 is such high percent, but it's doable. Till with
this is up till percent, has to be.
It has to be, yeah, 194%. And up tilt will do it.
Oh boy.
It's so much closer than it looks right now.
No
actually.
way!
But the back air from center stage will claim it. 194% is enough to make it happen. But game 2 could look very different with how this is starting.
Right, the sort of the download has come into play for Mula, especially near the end, but whew. We've already gone through a very intense game 1, and there's just so much more to go. It's ridiculous. Siena with the first stock of grand finals.
Yeah. And remember, if Marist wins this, they lock in the 3-peat. They will have swept the MAAC esports leagues.
Their school is...
all 3 of them.
The institution of Marist College is going to be incredibly proud of this esports just program in general. Just a singular championship is going to get you a lot of notoriety with your school. But
and 2 or even 3 is huge. But
absolutely, 3-in-1 tournament series. Like you barely see that from other NCAA Division I schools. That they can barely pull one every season, and you're going to be having Marist backing out of conference play with 3 potentially. So Marist.
Potentially, yeah. It's definitely not guaranteed. And in fact, they are currently losing, sitting down 1-0, losing the first game. So Mula's going to have to pull himself together a little bit. And Alas is just going to have to keep doing what he's been doing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And these teams seem to be ready. The pick apparently is going to be Battlefield after Siena bans Kalos and Yoshi's Story.
Battlefield seems like an interesting counterpick. It gives Snake a lot more room for mix-ups on projectiles, but it also opens him up a lot more to long up air strings. Definitely a double-edged counterpick, benefiting both players a little bit in the matchup.
Oh, Mula, what is this? This is a pick that we saw him pick earlier.
Yeah, it is. This is a big switch. Never mind. Battlefield Bowser. A lot of room to fish for back airs, but a lot of room to get up aired for eternity. It's a very polarizing matchup where both characters are really good at doing one thing, and that's just what they have to do.
There you go. Bowser! Woo! You'll like that.
Oh, right. Yeah.
The mid-air grab
Bowser gets to Bowser Bomb onto the top platform on Battlefield. That's why he picked it. That's why he wanted to go here. Those really, really early kill setups for himself.
Absolutely. There goes Mula. Reaching out with the F tilt. Blast off stage. Trying to cover with the flamethrower, but instead, it's going to be a last with a couple of jabs. Back on a platform, back in neutral. Looking for a Bowser Bomb. Oh yeah, there it is. He's just farming that Bowser Bomb. And
he wants it so bad.
Ooh, what? Mula jumped potentially at the perfect time, and alas, he wasn't able to actually get the berry off the roller. Oh, that's gonna be it. Wow, okay. Bowser Bomb. Bowser
and
Bomb.
And still probably 30 or 40 more % to go on this Bowser stock means there is room for extra credit here too. This could be a big opening for Mula.
No, don't do it. I mean, in a crew battle scenario where every point matters, I don't think we're going to be seeing suicides or anything of the sort.
No,
but if the situation,
but just extra credit.
Right, just extra credit for damage.
That is so important, yeah.
For sure. Ooh, the roll-in into a grab? Mula. Safe at the moment. He crouches.
That's probably going to be about just heavy. Like, I never know. You never know for sure when it's a Bowser. But yeah, he went flying. Oh, that's a really good pick. He's not going to be able to get the edge guard just because of how good Inkling's recovery is. But 79% on Alas's face is very important.
Bowser Bomb.
And the Bowser Bomb's not going to get it. He misses the angle. Both players able to control where the Bowser Bomb goes to, but the player at lower % has far more control.
Such a big lead. You get an up air into a nair. Good stuff from Alas.
On the back air, huge. Oh, this paint could be a lot of damage. It just keeps getting on. This could be where Alas starts running it back here. Percent's now even, but Bowser, so the percent is still a little bit in his favor due to how heavy he is, but the roller should take it here.
That's it!
Oh, he charged it for so long. Alas fully taking the lead back. If he wins this, he closes out set 1 against the clutch carry, the team captain. But now it's back to dead even. First one to take the stock is going to be huge.
But here comes the big body combo. Alas, nair.
Oh.
Up air into nair, and then here we go. Gula waiting for it. Tries to nair back in too. Alas, trying to stay real slippery. Just trying to wait. Get up attack. Just trying to follow up with a back air. Wow.
And now he's getting comboed so hard.
Got back aired into a nair. Moolah just keeps getting stacked up by Alas. That's not
the
it.
punish is late though.
Whoa, Moolah, we see you. A down B in neutral, not something that Moolah has pulled off a little bit too much.
Oh, that was
Bowser off stage.
And remember, the more percent Bowser has, the closer he is to death, but also the more rage he has, and the closer you are to death as well. It could be a huge hit, a forward smash with certain movement for the Bowser. He goes for it all.
What?
But there's no punish, so we're still in it. The
No,
roller
that's
going to be it.
And the I love how the server just dies there for a second. But man, oh man, Siena. They're gonna be up 4-0 over Marist in the beginning of Grand Finals. That's huge for Siena.
Oh. Starting out 4-0, getting a really good player from the enemy team out of their lineup as well. Very crucial for Siena. A huge start for them. As we move toward going into Game 2. Game 2 looks like it is going to be between Rograt and Bivers. Rograt, we heard from the interview with Siena's captain, he was scared of Rograt. He said the Greninja was on point, hitting its combos, and that was the player who he specifically chose was the threat he was looking out for.
All right, so we're already getting into bans, and ladies and gentlemen, as we're literally just trying to just speed run this whole bracket, we're not going to head into any breaks or anything whatsoever. Although our breaks is almost literally just to kind of compensate for time taken for players. These players are going as fast as possible. They want to get these games over and done with because you know, not only is it late, but
it's
also
late, man.
Yeah, you want to celebrate. You want to go to bed happy. Let's see what happens, though, because now bans are going in, and we already get a ban for Battlefield coming in for Marist College. And who do we got next? Toxic Gerbil.
Up next, we've got Bivers representing Siena going up against Rograt representing Marist. Bivers, we've seen a bunch, and I'm blanking on who Bivers plays, but I know Rograt was the Greninja player.
Yes, absolutely. Let's see here. So we're talking about Bivers, our boy Bivers.
Aiden Bivers.
Bivers, if I'm not mistaken, he was
he's the Mii sword fighter.
No, he
right,
was he was the Mii sword fighter, but he also has a secondary Game & Watch, from what I remember.
Ah, yes, right.
So now,
thank you, Kieran, coming in.
coming in clutch once again.
Thank you. Mii sword fighter. A very powerful character, solid neutral, solid kill setups. He just has a little bit of trouble getting those longer combos to rack up the percent. Greninja, almost the opposite, right? Greninja has these bread and butter combos that are super damaging, but he lacks that kill power. He has to hit the hard reads to make these kills happen.
Absolutely. So both players are in. Bans are in. Let's see what our first pick is real quick. We don't have our first pick. We have only the bans. We have banned Battlefield and banned Final Destination in Town and City. So most likely we're going to get, what is it, PS2 or Smashville. And we're going to get Smashville coming out from Marist College.
All right, Smashville on Greninja and Smashville for Mii Sword Fighter. Feels very good for Greninja. I remember the last game we saw Rograt play as that Greninja. He was incredibly dominant on Smashville. He absolutely destroyed the Bowser he was playing against. I think he's 0 to death on the first stock.
Right, yeah, he did. Yes, he did. And I mean, that guy's been going nuts almost this entire time. And I think at this point, we could see a little bit more sauce coming out the tube, because this is a matchup that you almost never get to see, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be the Greninja versus the Mii Sword Fighter, as Marist tries to hold off Siena in their impending lead.
Yeah, it's so important. You never want to fall behind 2 sets worth of points. It's really, at the very least, you need Rograt to take a game and keep the point differential in control here. And out the gate, he's hitting his combos and has the percent lead. Rograt shadow sneaking around. He really likes that move. I feel a lot more than other Greninjas I've seen. He's a big fan of that shadow sneak, and it's paid off really well for him. I understand why he likes it so much so far. Playing neutral, not quite getting the kill off that confirm, but the next one might be the one that does it. The down tilts and the dash attacks on Greninja are so powerful for setting up into these forward airs and into these up airs.
Absolutely.
The raw up smashes keep connecting somehow for him. And a really solid forward air to punish the risky ledge option will give Rograt a solid lead here. However, he is going to be in getting toward kill percent at the very least of that tornado to up B combo. However, he keeps just racking up so much percent off of his bread and butter combos.
Rograt already with a very commanding lead, and that's usually what he does. I mentioned this earlier when the Rograt played for Marist in his
oh, there's the kill confirm though, and that's even up the stocks. I feel like that's the first time we've really seen him get the tornado to up B come through.
Right, and that's weird, right? Because that's usually
it's like why you're playing Mii Sword Fighter typically.
Right. But Rograt is a player that honestly, if he doesn't win that first stock interaction, he's not exactly gonna have the momentum for the rest of the games. Rograt has been sort of dependent on that first stock, like big lead, and Bivers kind of takes the punishment from that one, and ooh, the shadow sneak. All right, a little bit more sauce.
Ooh, really good forward air to get around that tornado and still connect.
Oh, unfortunate.
Unfortunate, but when you're at 170%, I'm sure Bivers says that's not the end of the world, right? You're like, you were probably going to die soon anyway. You're never happy about it, but it could have been a lot worse.
Right, of course.
Rograt getting out of the tornado, going to keep his advantage here, but every stock counts when you're already behind, and it's probably going to get, this one's probably going down almost for sure. But it's really important for him to make sure he gets as much percent as he can here, as insurance going into the last stock, making sure he'll be able to close it out in that tense last stock scenario.
Right, and Rograt, he just wants to win for his team, period. Marist needs all the points that they can get.
And this edge trapping from Bivers has been really solid.
Beautiful.
Rograt makes it back onto stage. Bivers getting back toward the center for free, and he gets the kill off the tornado. 70% is a doable comeback here, and if Bivers makes it happen, it will be huge for him.
From Rograt, in comes Bivers, knocking up a couple of aerials.
Oh, the Chakram stuffs out the Shadow Sneak. Very well played.
What? Oh, wow. Rograt tried to go for the Sage Spike, but instead he actually ended up back airing him towards stage. Oh, Bivers.
That was so close. All of a sudden, it's looking very close. An unsafe Shadow Sneak gets punished, and now Rograt is actually losing on percent. He barely dodges that ledge trap. That was very close. Rograt's looking to clutch it out, but Bivers is making the comeback happen. He has the momentum right now. The pressure is on Rograt to make it happen.
Has to.
Bivers has these kill confirms. Oh, the down smash lives. Is there a ledge trap? No, he just lets him get back on.
That's it.
And the down smash kills Rograt. Bivers clutches it out, gets another point for his team, extends the lead, and demoralizes Rograt.
I mean, it has to be. The man got his first stock lead that he always wants. But instead, he ends up getting slapped down at the very end. And I
Yeah.
mean, just some glaring mistakes that could be attributed to pressure. Absolutely. And Marist, they have to band together at this point, because it seems like they're incredibly under pressure at the moment.
Yeah. Just at the end, we saw Bivers went off stage, went back to the ledge, and we saw Rograt just dash dancing around and letting him get back onto stage almost for free. You have to imagine the nerves are starting to really rack up for these players, and they're making some mistakes they might not otherwise make. It's getting really tense for them. And when you're playing a technical character like Greninja, you can't let that get to you. You have to stay on point at all times.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, just kind of looking at the shadow sneak. I mean, if you were watching Rograt earlier, he was incredibly dependent on shadow sneak, and me Sword Fighter's not going to let that happen. The chakram literally covers the
so much space.
Perfect trajectory for the shadow sneak. Greninja can't do that anymore. He just can't go for the shadow sneak. But oh my gosh, I mean, I want to kind of justify a scenario where Rograt would be able to dominate neutral, because when he is actually just hand-to-hand combat, when he's not in distance, he can totally win. Bivers, it seems like most of his damage are on initial approaches and or just zoning battles overall. And Bivers, like that's exactly what Bivers was like mostly dependent of, in a sense, mostly going for. It's what he was baiting out for, and it's also like it's what he was setting up for the entire time. You could see the chakra play, you could see the tornado play, and Rograt was just falling into every single one of them. And you even mentioned before that Bivers wasn't exactly playing matchups that were favorable to those Mii Sword Fighter projectiles. So I think at this point, Rograt's just going to have to clean things up and just go for safer options, because if not, Bivers could be extending Siena's lead here by a whole lot of points.
Yeah, but now here we go, back into Final Destination, Rograt's favorite stage to play on. Greninja gets so much mileage out of it, sharking recoveries, sharking landings with that powerful up air that he has. Oh, really good parry into up B, a solid punish, and that tornado is just, it's such a good projectile. It does so much for the Mii Sword Fighter, but he's going to have to land, and here's where Final Destination really comes in, but he drops it. Oh, wow. That's great value there, but no ledge trap, like once again.
Oh! Wow, that goes,
I guess that'll do it.
That goes right on through. And there you go. Rograt back in the lead once again and still extending. Dash attack, up air, drag down, tries to go for the jab block. Down smash, ends up hitting Rograt, but he's still back. He gets hit by the tornado, but the down air hits it.
And it's just back to neutral. Rograt getting in, both players trying to find their way in for a solid combo. Rograt up so much percent here, still hasn't even lost his stock yet. It's going to be an uphill battle for Bivers, but it was just the same scenario last game, and we saw how that ended. We know it's possible.
Rograt waiting it out though. He wants even more extra credit. He's on almost full rage. It's not a bad position to be, if I'm being completely honest.
It is not. However, one solid hit will do it, and there's the back solid hit needed. This looks exactly like game one right now, right? The only difference is really what stage they're on. This stage is definitely a lot more favored to Greninja than the previous one. And we'll have to see what Rograt is able to make of it.
The bait and punish from Bivers just holds on to that shield. Actually puts himself in a prime position for Rograt to approach. Bivers just holds on to that shield, ready and raring to go. He does get a little bit of extra damage for it, but instead Rograt still chasing Bivers all over the place. And this is where Greninja actually struggles to kill. He has to get himself just an off-angle kill. can't depend on his strings, but
And
instead,
there it is, though.
man,
Right
oh,
as you
man.
say it.
Right. Finally gets it, and now he can depend on strings. Now he can actually get his like 0 to 30, 0 to 40 combos. Which he could actually have as however. Bivers holding onto that shield. There goes a jab from Rograd, trying to set up the the shuriken. I was about to say shoryuken, but we don't see a Ken on screen.
Yeah, a little different. That is in the game. However, it's not this one.
It is in this game. I mean, there's a couple of characters with shoryus, but it'd be what it
But yeah.
would be.
Rograt sitting chill at 126 right now, racking up more and more percent on the Bivers, but just one solid away from getting.
No! No way! What a kill from Rograt!
Is that a confirm? Has he practiced that? I've never seen that before. I didn't even know you could do that. That's insane.
Yo!
Rograt pulling out the 2 stock?
Yo! Okay, so Shuriken Star into a Shadow Sneak midair, just does it to him. And man, that's insane! That was just a sick combo overall, and now Marist, they have their first 2 points on the board.
Yeah, first 2 points. Oh, it's suddenly 2 to 5, and if Rograt is able to clutch out the next game, it could be tied, or with another 2 stock, he would even be in the lead going into the 3rd set of the match. And having that lead going into the 3rd set is very important, because the 3rd set is where everything pivots, it's where momentum shifts, and it's where players really see what the leads are. If you're down after the 3rd game, you're really running out of time to make the comeback happen.
So now we wait. Counter picks are going out once again.
Mm-hmm.
And we see Yoshi's, both Yoshis being banned by Marist, and we're actually going to go over to
Battlefield is going to be the pick for Siena.
Battlefield. All right. So just kind of thinking about this pick, that does make sense. At least Swordfighter would actually be able to do extremely good on Yoshi's Island. On Yoshi's story, that shock room is going to be a real pain in the neck, especially on the slants. But
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Battlefield is going to be quite the strong pick, at least for Siena's side. Let's see if they can actually execute with it, because, ladies and gentlemen, we're heading right in to our stream number 3.
Yeah, we've got game 3 here on Battlefield. If Greninja likes Fascination because there's no platform, he's probably not a huge fan of Battlefield because of all the platforms that there are. However, he can get some really, really good up air combos on the platforms. It just makes it easier for his opponents to land as well. I like the counter pick a lot. I do not think Greninja is a huge fan of that stage. However, he does now have these drag down combos onto the tri-plat platforms on the sides. And already we see a really big lead out the gate for Rograt here. Not quite able to get the punish at the ledge there, but 103 on Bivers to only 36 on himself. Oh, the Shadow Sneak killing. No sparks, no nothing. Probably not expecting it to come out, so no DI from Bivers there.
Right, and I mean, kind of looking at it, I mean, in these first stock situations, I mean, there's just no neutral play from Bivers in general. All 3 games thus far. It's kind of rough.
It's really just been Rograt running over Bivers game 1 or stock 1, and then Bivers trying to make the comeback happen. And that's how the comeback starts. A really nice kill, only 38 extra percent racked up, making it 65 on the Angel platform respawn, 87. Now it's getting worrying for Bivers here. He's gonna need to answer back very soon.
Absolutely. So here comes Rograt jumping around. Ooh, trying to attack that shield, the parry. Goes on in, but not able to hold on.
The
and there you
sweet
go.
spot will take it.
Absolutely.
Great spacing. And now he has a full stock lead, only 28% on him. so much time to build up percent, build his lead even further, and maybe even get a 2-stock if he plays cleanly like the first stock.
Love that drag down, and that's Greninja's bread and butter right there, but wasn't able to execute on a down smash or anything of the sort. In comes Bivers. Stuck on the platform, gonna land in with a down air. Actually, Rograt was actually trying to escape that with a Shadow Sneaker with a counter, but the multi-hit ended up executing. There you go again, the shock coming on back, and Rograt still chasing. A 2-stock with Net Marist. A full lead, that would be a 6-2 for them, especially off this stellar Siena 5-0. That would be their lead choked.
It would be, yeah. If this 2-stock comes through, it would actually become Marist in the lead for the match.
Oh,
that's
it!
He will do it, oh my god.
Holy! Again, sus DI for Bivers, and I mean, maybe, potentially, because Shadow Sneak has weird knockback
it is
multiplier.
strong.
It is a very strong move, and I don't really know if he could have DI'd, but man, I just can't believe that they killed as strongly as it did Siena, going down 6-5. Marist going big.
Really huge. Dropping one game as a 1-stock, giving 1 point over, but firing back and earning 6 more points, 2 2-stocks back for his team is going to be huge for Marist here.
Unbelievable. So, oh lord, oh lord, oh lord, and I think at this point, we can kind of dip into once again in intensity territory, because I mean this is for the past 2 sets
getting close.
Where in quarterfinals we saw mostly sweeps and whatnot.
Yeah.
Where in semifinals we got into third game, and that's where stuff started to hit the fan. You know what I mean?
Semifinals, Marist against Canisius. They were started out down 1 point, then they went to up 2 points, and then they went to up 6 points. And we might be on a pretty similar trajectory right about now if match 3 goes a certain way for Marist here.
And next up we have 2 heavy hitters for these 2 squads. We have Apso and Zeroy stepping up for the squad. Zeroy representing Siena and Apso representing Marist. And these 2 players, I mean, Zeroy, he was a clutch player on his own, like in his own right. In the last set for Siena, he was the one to pull things forward for the squad in game number 4, but instead now he's going back to the number 3 spot, just trying to anchor the squad.
Yeah, Zeroy played really, really well last set. He put in a lot of work for his team. He was definitely one of the big reasons they were able to win. So him coming in this number 3 spot is very important, and hopefully he can clutch the lead back into their favor.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, now that the picks and bans are going on at the moment, want to thank a couple of our sponsors on behalf of the MAAC. The MAAC Conference would like to take this opportunity to thank its sponsor, the New Jersey Army National Guard, whose members are fighting on the front lines in the battle against COVID-19. The MAAC thanks you for your service and your partnership. The MAAC would also like to thank its technology partner, Acer. Acer Predator computers and gear are the brand of choice for all MAAC esports competitions. Acer Predator. Summon your strength. All right. Toxic Gerbil, my man. What are you looking out for in these 2 players? We got ourselves a sortie main up against Zeroy. So, I mean, Zeroy, he could pull a couple of curveballs here and there. What are you feeling going into this one?
Yeah, we got Apso versus Zeroy. I feel like Zeroy's on Banjo, right? Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah, correct.
Banjo's really an interesting character here. He's been looking really clean into it. Last match, we saw Zeroy beat the Lucina, who is another sortie. So if that's any indication to go off of, he definitely looks like he knows what he's doing against the sortie characters here.
Right.
And it looks like we're going to be going to Town and City. for this first match, and it's a Bowser from Abso.
Right, Bowser for Abso, and I mean
These are
that
two
couldn't be any
big,
better.
heavy hitters.
That couldn't be any better for Zeroy because I mean Zeroy's other main. I mean no, his main period is Bowser. Right, so he knows.
I feel like on the one
hand.
Zeroy has the matchup knowledge. He knows how Bowser works. On the other hand, I feel like this matchup is Bowser favored. When you have these two brawly heavy hitters, it's typically the heavier, harder hitting one that wins out because they're just playing the same game and one of them can play it better. So, Zeroy, he knows Bowser, but it might not end up mattering. There might just be a matchup advantage for Abso here.
Abso's trying to chase. Wow.
The Wonder Wing's going wide both times.
Just trying to go for the weird Wonder Wing. Just trying to calculate that landing trajectory.
An ambitious up smash is not going to find his mark. Neither is that one.
Two up smash.
But the ledge trap pressure is still on the F tilt, almost getting, Wonder Winging just to get back to stage is not how you love to use it. And this might kill. It's going to off the top. And an early lead for Abso here is very promising if you're a fan of Marist. Oh, but the immediate response on the unsafe air dodge means everything is going to be dead tied going into the second stock here. But Abso does have ledge pressure. He's racking up a lot of percent trying to edge trap here. But Zeroy answering pretty quickly, evening things up.
Landed with that backer, but instead
huge forward smash. This is going to be a ledge trap scenario, but he's not going to find it thanks to the smash fill platforms. Zeroy trying to get out of neutral, trying to get back to stage, but I feel like he's been off stage just trying to recover this whole time. He spent so much of this game in the back throw, so close to doing it. The next solid hit from Abso will close out the stock, and only 51% on Abso himself has to feel so good for him. No Wonder Wings left even to make any cheeky percent come out on this stock.
Ooh, down B from Abso. That's going to take the stock. And just got a pronunciation update. It's Zeroy.
It's Zeroy, alright.
Yeah, it'd be what it be. But a Wonder Wing.
Really good shield, and the punish on the Wonder Wing is so clean by Abso. He's now fully lapped Zeroy. He's absolutely destroying him. Another 2-stock for Marist is huge, and it comes in. The aggressive back air. What a huge lead for Abso. Another 2 points, 8-5. The lead.
That's nuts. That is absolutely nuts. And Marist now 8-5 up. I mean, with Siena, they were starting to get a little confident. It seems that was 5-0 at the very beginning, but now 8-5 for Marist. Reminder, ladies and gents. Reminder. The number 5 seed in this tournament. The number 5 seed taking down the number 1 seed. Even the number 3 seed in Siena taking down the number 2. This grand finals does not have any of those top 2. And these two are going at it pretty strong. But it seems like Marist, at least in the last 2 matchups, have Siena's number. Man.
And this matchup looks like it's going to get worse. I feel like Abso really is outplaying Zeroy here. He's hitting the reads. He has the matchup advantage. We might see a Bowser Ditto, not gonna lie. It might come out.
I was about to say, what if we ended up taking on a little bit of that Bowser Ditto action? It's a pretty toxic Ditto, not gonna lie.
It's pretty degenerate, yeah.
Right? Oh my god. It's 2 big boys swinging claws at one another, but that would be a reliable option for Zeroy, purely because, it's his main. Even though he might not be comfortable with that online, it might just be better than the odds that he has with Banjo.
I think the Banjo in this matchup just feels so bad, because every time you hit Bowser, and then he hits you back, you have 5% more. You went further. But Zuroy decides to stick to the banjo. He says, it was me, it wasn't the character. I can play better. I can make it happen.
Yeah, potentially so, but it looks like they're going to do a last-minute switch. Zuroy didn't ready up. Looks like he just wasn't ready. Just simply wasn't ready.
Okay.
Little sip of water, a deep breath, and now we're about to jump into our game. Ladies and gentlemen, game 2 of match number 3 of Grand Finals. It's Abso and Zuroy, with Abso already up 1-0 with a 2-stock in game 1.
Yeah. The lead mounting for Marist. If Abso is able to win this, get another 3 or 4 points for his team. It'll be absolutely huge for the Marist lineup's chances and their morale going forward. But if Zuroy can clutch this out, can even it back up, it'll be so important for his team instead. It'll close the gap. It'll bring them back into it.
I mean, this
is a turning point.
Right, absolutely. This is almost a carbon copy scenario of what Siena put St. Peter's in the semifinals. I mean, just an incredibly rough, I think it was like 10-5 or 11-5 scenario going into game 4.
Absolutely.
And Marist, I mean, they might be doing the exact same thing to Siena. It's all going to depend on
Up smash out of shield.
Man, look at that. I mean, you try to land in with that nair, and I mean, Bowser has so many out of shield options. It's ridiculous. You got the up smash. You got the up B.
Oh grab.
My God.
Just so good in shield.
Too good.
But Zuroy racking on some percent, trying to even up the stock, but already at 44% himself on his stock down is going to feel really rough. Getting thrown off stage, getting ledge trapped. It's so hard to make it back on his banjo without burning one of those Wonder Wings. And you really want those Wonder Wings to kill, especially when you're already behind.
Abso gets pressured.
Back throw, Bowser's too heavy. It's not going to kill yet. If there's another one at the ledge, maybe, but...
Wow, that's coast to coast.
Yeah.
That's absolutely going to kill! Whoa, the grenade! That back air was about to hit for Abso, but instead Zuroy back in.
How did that up smash miss too? 140 already on Zuroy though. It looks so bleak on this.
What?
Not able to make it back.
What happened?
And this is a full stock lead for Abso. If he can close this out in a 2-stock, he will have also earned 6 more points for his team.
Gotta be. So ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Zuroy is ending on him with a nair, but there you go. Up B out of shield. That's the Bowser bread and butter essentially. Trying to stack up a little bit more damage with the flamethrower, but instead he's gonna get his
Up smash out of shield.
What? Yes, up smash out of shield. And Abso, I mean, Bowser's just a thick boy, man. He's not gonna take any damage from that one, nor is he gonna get stopped. That's the armor coming into play. Now Zuroy trying to chase the down B from Abso, just trying to get that last hit in, the last big boy hit in. 80% on Zuroy though. He's getting chased. There goes the egg grenade. So going at it. There goes the dash attack. Abso
really
just trying to finish the one off. Oh, the Wonder Wing.
Just out in range of the Wonder Wing.
Oh, no.
The Bowser arm's not going to do it.
That can't be it. Hard
Even
DI
with
to the
rage,
right.
it's not quite enough. The Wonder Wing going straight through the fire, but it won't kill. Zuroy needs to get rid of this stock.
That's it!
Point, but he won't be
No
able
way! 130!
But he's stuck off stage trying to recover the Wonder Wing and not going to do it.
Oh no. He's fishing for it. Another side B. Zuroy is gonna get himself an F tilt, but the dash attack not gonna kill either. 164 on Zuroy, 200 on Abso. At least one stock here for Zuroy would do so much for his team.
There's the punish.
That's exactly what happens.
Rid of the stock. 164% on Zuroy. It's almost impossible to make this comeback happen. Getting the one stock to kind of feels a little better. The forward smash takes it. A JV2 comes out 3 more points. Go the way of Marist, and 11-5. 6 points is the lead.
Wow.
After match 3 going into set 4, this is a lot like the Canisius game where they were up 6 points going into set 4, and then they closed it out and locked it in for themselves.
Unbelievable. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's
Zoroy.
Is it? All right. Someone tell. There's like
all right,
three.
so it's not
No,
Zoroy.
there's
It's not Zoroy. It's Zoroy. I don't hear the difference when you say it quickly. Not
Yeah,
gonna lie.
no. I'm sorry, but different pronunciations of an incredibly similar name, and I'm just ooh. Ooh. It's all good, boys. It's all good. 11-5 going to Marist, and mathematically speaking,
it's completely doable for Siena. Yeah,
it's doable for Siena. It really is doable. But if Marist were to take this next game, it shutters. It's over. It's an open and shut case. Absolutely done. I mean, just an 8-point differential. That's the magic number. 8 points separating the two teams going into game 5 would be the confirmation, and that's the dream scenario. Realistically, your magic number has to be essentially 6 to make that possible. But otherwise, my friends, if Marist...
So the pressure has to be on for Pango here, right? This is the do or die situation for Siena College's Pango. If he doesn't win this game, win this set, it's basically guaranteed over. Whereas Randomain has some leeway to play with, right? Even if he drops some games, it's not that bad. Even if it's like 2-1 stocks and he gives 4 points back over to the side of Siena, his team is still in the lead, right?
Man, so yeah, no. Randomain coming in at the 4th spot. After that, it's going to be Zucchini. And for Siena, it's going to be Pango right now, and then Nick, aka Knight, at the very end. So, Pango, he had a lot to say earlier about Siena's quote-unquote first seed position, and they could certainly still take it. Pango literally has to put this team on his back. He's the captain of this squad, and he comes in at the most pivotal position in this team composition in a crew battle, that 4th spot in this modified setup. And simply, Pango has to win this out for his team, or else Marist wins the entire league. They win MAAC champs.
Yeah, Marist, imagine if they got from 5th seed to winning to close out the 3-4-1 in the tournament cycle here. What an insane story that would be if they were able to pull it off. But Siena does not want to let it happen, and they're sending in their team captain to hold the line.
Unbelievable, and we're already ready to go. It's going to be Pac-Man versus Duck Hunt here on stream to start off game number 4 of our grand finals matchup between Marist and Siena. So here we go. Randomain playing out Pac-Man, and again, it's one of many, one of multiple Pac-Man mains in the MAAC.
Yeah,
like you mentioned before,
there's weirdly many.
Right, it's the MAAC packs.
Yeah. However, a very zone-heavy matchup. Both characters with very strong zone control, very strong projectiles. Going to be a lot more slow-paced and methodical than that last Bowser versus Banjo matchup we just watched. A lot more chip damage coming across. Some solid edge trapping. Randomain keeping Pango at the ledge so far, playing well. Really small shields for Pango here if Randomain decides to keep the pressure up, but it looks like Pango's able to make some room for himself. Reset back to neutral. Very important to keep trading with the Hydrant there. I think Randomain getting the better end of that trade, but it's close.
Pango, his Duck Hunt was looking quite spicy in the past 2 games that we watched him play this character, but it's
that Hydrant almost killed, very close.
It seemed like Pac-Man might be the kryptonite.
There's the kill confirmed with the bell.
Love that.
Very well played. It's so hard to play around the bell. It's such a strong projectile, a strong tool for Pac-Man. It's one of the main reasons as good as he is in this game.
drops it on in and goes for a down smash. I'd like to see that. And now here comes Marist. Trying to cover ledge once again. Drops in a cherry. That trajectory is going to be a little bit more of a bounce. Good start up from Rando Main.
And you have to think, this is a matchup that doesn't have tons of comeback potential. Neither of these characters have, like, explosive zero-to-death combos that they're really going to be able to pull off on the other one. So once you start getting a lead as Rando Main here, it's just going to keep getting bigger and bigger unless Pango pulls out consistent, extended output.
Landing down air from Hydric is down. In comes the bomb, in comes the can, and Pango again just trying to make this one back, but it just seems like this item play from Rando Main thus far, and at least the distance that Pac-Man is just kind of taking over this stuff is kind of preventing all of these setups that Pango has been feverishly going for the past couple of games.
But Pango has been slowly but surely winning neutral over and over again. The percent a lot more even than it was just a little bit ago. But Rando Main firing back, finding some damage of his own. A good combo from Pango though, and keep it even.
But there goes the can. Pango with quite the comeback thus far. He's getting it closer and closer. Now setups the gunman on ledge. Rando Main back. Pango is still fishing. Goes up the frisbee. Oh, gonna be able to hit.
And the percent almost dead even. Pango completing the comeback here now has the slight percent advantage here. Might be looking for a kill confirm on the other. He's not able to find it though. But neither will Pac-Man off that back air quite yet.
I mean, Pango overall, I mean, he's had quite the bracket run, and just coming into this game, you know, he faced off against an extremely favorable, you know, matchup, and wow, that's
ambitious setup. Not quite enough.
What just happened in both of those scenarios? You had Rando Main missing out on his side B. You had Pango hitting himself with his can, and now you just have the Dragon Ball fight. You just have the Dragon Ball Z-esque kill with both players dying at the same time. Oh, you like to see that? Holy!
And now it's dead even once again. Remember, in the first stock, Rando Main did take it first, but Pango definitely played better for the second stock, able to make the comeback happen. Right. So it's really up in the air. It's anybody's game here.
So Pango faces a drastically different matchup than the ones that he was facing earlier.
Oh, he can't find the kill off of it.
Oh, wow. Yeah, no, it's this thing with these Pac-Mans, but, you know, trying to line up these, you know, these bells midair. Yes, the trajectory goes directly up, but you have to find some sort of way to capitalize, and it just simply hasn't seemed that way just yet.
Yeah.
Here goes Rando Main. He has to win out this one. He has to restrict the damage on his squad. Try to make it back in. No way! The very end of up smash, and Rando Main just jumps right into Pango's up smash. That's gonna be the game. Marist 12-5 over Siena.
What? No.
What?
Rando Main is from Marist. That was Pango taking the game. It's 11-6.
I said it incorrectly. I'm sorry. Yo, it's okay. Yo, it's late.
It's 11-6, buddy. It ain't 12-5. Calm down.
Hey. Yo, your boy. Yo. It's been a long night, and you know, I'm just trying to go to bed. You know what I mean?
Ooh. Well, we're gonna get into the next game. That was a really, really close matchup, but by the end of it, I feel like Pango really figured it out and was playing a lot better.
Yeah, give me a second. So Pango won that run, correct?
Yes.
So okay, so it was Siena. Okay, correct. Gotcha. Yo, I'm just a straight up boomer right now. I need like my memory is fading. Oh boy, well, oh boy. Yeah, no. Yeah.
Looking to get into the picks and bans of stages. looks like it is a ban on Town and Final Destination, and we're going to be heading into Smashville for Game 2 of Randomain versus Pango.
Game 2, Smashville. The bans were Town and City and Final Destination coming in from Pango. Here we go, and someone's to get their wish in chat. I saw this earlier. I saw someone who was just like, we want Kirby. And there you go. You get your Kirby. It's gonna be our boy Randomain picking out the Kirby.
Yeah, oh my goodness. Kirby coming out. When Pac-Man doesn't get there, you mix it up, you pull out the surprise card in the Kirby. I don't know if I believe in it. I don't know if I think this is the right choice. Pango looking clean, and Kirby does not have the best matchup spread against basically anybody in this game, and we already see it really not going too well for Randomain here. Out the gate. But he's hitting some stuff. He's trying to make it happen for himself.
Right, he's trying to leave his mark, living up to his name. That's a rando pick if I've ever seen
him. For sure. However, I really don't feel like now is the time to be pulling out these crazy wild card picks. Like, sure, maybe you win with it, right? But why go for the risky pick that you're not sure of when you know your Pac-Man can take it to last stock no matter what? And even if you don't win, just going to that level.
You can cancel that down B. What are you doing, Randomain?
Go.
What just happened?
Exactly. You can't be taking risks. You can go to last stock. At least you're at last stock. So what? They get 4 points. You're still up 2 going into game 5. But now this Kirby could throw away extra stocks to Pango, to Siena, and make the comeback that much easier for them.
Yo, I love this. I love this in chat. You think he needs this stock? He doesn't need this stock. The confidence on this man.
Dash attack
takes it. Oh my god. All right. Yet another one.
Back into neutral, the dash attack even up percent a lot, but Pango coming off the Halo platform take a lot of percent. 95 already onto Randomain here. Not looking great. He's just not able to get in past Stuck-on's pressure here.
F smash almost takes it again! 2 straight F smashes! Yo, hyperventilating because that's exactly what you need to be doing. He just cheated death 2 times in a row. Wait. Kirby's got Michael Bay explosions again. We've got another one with grenades. They clash
There's
cans.
no way Randomain knows how to use the can, right?
Oh, come on.
Yeah, he is getting punished hard for doing that. But if he takes this one more stock off of Pango, it doesn't look too bad for Marist going forward, but it's really important for Randomain, and it's really important for Pango to not let Randomain get the stock.
Beautiful
if
landing
I'm
from Rando.
Yeah.
Gets the grab, but yeah, no, absolutely. Wow.
The down B almost gets it. At only 21% on Randomain here, it's looking very good for him to be able to take the stock. He may even get the comeback if he gets the stock soon, but it's going to be an uphill battle. He's been losing the entire match so far. And that grab's going to mean a lot of percent traded back, making the comeback a lot harder. If I'm Pango, I'm playing this like I'm already on my last stock. I really want to keep this stock alive, and when I'm at 139 with Rage, I want to keep this around and try and get the early kill.
Oh my god, he did it.
That up smash is going to take it. 63% on Randomain. It looks doable, but difficult. Drops
Stop, and he's still going. More up tilts, just trying to break through that shield, and he does. But here comes the big boy damage of Duck Hunt. 96% thus far. At this point, Randomain just trying to wade through all these projectiles. The gun actually stops the can for a second there. Ooh, the down B kind of rock position there, kind of stalls him for a second. Up smash from Rando. No, he's not gonna take this. He's not gonna take this one. Kirby, is he? Oh, please.
121%. The next big hit will do it. Randomain would have to play perfectly, but he's going to roll into it. Wow. Pango with the hard read is going to close out the set. Earn 4 more points back for Siena.
Yeah, that's...
Oh, no, he's going to earn 3 more points back for Siena.
3 more points. Off the set, he earned 4.
11-9, and we go into game 5 with only 2 points separating the players.
For the first time in this entire bracket, the last set is going to decide who wins. Yes, we had an 8 stock situation. We did. But this is nowhere near the differential that we have right now. It is 11-9, 2 points separating the two, and anything can swing the way to these guys. It's
and we've got Zucchini versus Nick to close out the night. Zucchini, the Ridley main, I believe, coming in up against Nick. And his team definitely seems to be confident. They are excited to send him in. They believe in their boy to close it out for them. And Nick's team as well believe in their boy Knight to bring it home for Siena. With only 2 points as the difference, it basically comes down to whoever wins this set.
Now,
stocks almost stop mattering.
I wish we had stats for this entire thing, because we have a very difficult task at the end of this tournament to decide an MVP, right?
Yes.
I would, at this point, just looking at our stats, of course the final game can decide everything, but in your honest opinion, out of the players that we have right now in this lineup, because of course we're going to pick a player from the winning team to get MVP. Out of the two teams, pick 2 players. Pick 2 players out of maybe the party that we have right now that could take MVP.
I think that if Marist wins, I want to give Abso MVP after he earned 6 points for his team. And I think that if Siena wins currently, I think I'd want to give it to Pango for clutching it out and keeping them in the series.
Gentlemen.
And we get into it. Ridley versus Shulk. I feel like we saw this matchup earlier, and it looked bad for Ridley.
It looked
right now,
real bad, but look at this work from Zucchini.
It's not looking bad right now,
no,
that's for sure.
Absolutely not. Just rocking him at the moment. Knight makes it above stage, but Zucchini staying alive, and I love the name Zucchini matched up with the green skin on the Ridley. I like to see that.
Yeah. Oh, but here is where the failings of this matchup come in for Zucchini. It's so hard to take any stage control when there's just a giant Shulk sword in your face at all times. With the uppy almost killing clipping
on stage. The shield Monado saves him. That up air would have done it.
It would have, yeah. But the shield Monato's off now. The next big hit from Zucchini should do it. That's going to be it. And the early lead goes to Zucchini in what is probably a losing matchup here. Incredibly important for him.
Right, and like you mentioned that we saw this earlier. Like Zucchini, literally, he was the one that ended up losing that Shulk matchup earlier on in this bracket. So I mean, something had to change, and if he can take at least a game here, that might be able to edge things out for his team. But they're gonna need a lot more than that. Let's see what actually happens. However, Knight just covering ledge, and that's the thing with Shulk in this matchup against the disjointed hitboxes of Ridley, and just how big his hitboxes are, period.
He played out the smash Monado, and he gets punished hard for it. But 47% of extra credit, nothing to sneeze at. However, with Buster, it's going to be evened up immediately here.
Right, jump Monado though. Zucchini trying to chase.
It's just so hard. Shulk is so mobile, he can always choose when to be the one fighting because of his Monado arts. Ridley just doesn't have the mobility to chase him down. But Zucchini has been making it work so far.
That backslash almost actually hit the back of Zucchini. Super close at that extent.
That's not gonna kill.
That's not gonna kill, but that's super close.
Yeah,
back on
next
stage.
one will. Next one should do it.
That's scary.
Mash Monado on, that's so high risk. The next big hit for either player while this is on is definitely going to be the kill, but it's going to wear off. No one gets any value out of it.
Oh, yikes. Knight
Oh,
just lands
does
on
he have a
it.
kill throw? No.
Not the up throw, at least. Shield Monado comes in for Knight and Zucchini.
He just takes it down. He wants the mobility.
Man.
The back air not quite going to do it. He's going to go deep for it, but he's not. Oh,
he's alive.
So close in that last one. But the stock of the Knight.
Just landed with Saidi again, and here comes Knight. He stacked things up. He has the speed. Monado just trying to hit those hitboxes, those big boy hitboxes, but it's not going to work. Still waving out the fares.
It just looks so bad for Zucchini here. What do you do? How has he been doing this well so far? What do you do in this matchup? He's at 79 from Buster Monado. Forward smash almost kills him.
And there's a thing. Oh my god!
Getting clipping smash Monado. But it feels so bad to be in this situation. You're already at 101%. Shulk has so much kill power. How does Zucchini ever make this comeback happen? It can't happen. Knight's got this.
He's gonna need some sort of miracle, like a skewer.
Has this for sure.
He's gotta. He can just keep things fundamental. He's charging up all of his Monados as we speak. He's not using any of them. Just conserving his time, and he can just throw them all out. And just
throwing out these aerials for pressure, zoning hard. And he just goes into Smash Monado. Any stray hit should do it here. Not that one, I guess. From across the stage. Very, very close.
I'll be directly towards light. Zucchini's back. He's just trying not to get hit by one of these full hit attacks from these bears. And one of them is going to end up hitting, but it's the back air that he has to worry about at this point. Trying to land in, and there you go. Back air, but it can't go coast to coast.
Back into Smash Monado.
Uh-oh. Back air. Trying to bait out at this point. Just trying to wait for the approach. Up tilt from Knight. Not going to kill. Zucchini 148.
I like how Zucchini's not really using his Monados too much because they're high risk, high reward, but Knight doesn't need risk right now, so he's just chilling on vanilla Shulk, getting what he can.
And there's the win from Knight. Zucchini on stage again. Ooh, barely living, just trying to live out the smash Monado, but it's gonna hit!
Forward air.
Oh my god, Siena! They go up a point, that's 11 to 10.
This is a good result.
It's dead even. Basically
dead even.
The only way that Zucchini can win for his team without winning the set is if he wins the next game 3 stocks and then loses with a 1 stock. In all other scenarios, it'll be whoever wins the set takes the match for their team.
That's unbelievable. And I mean,
how fortunate is it for Siena that they got this matchup as the last matchup to close it out?
It's so weird to see a team in the lead, firmly in the lead, you know, and still be in constant pressure of losing it. 11 to 10, they are still in the lead. They're still winning.
But it doesn't really matter. Like, points don't really matter at this point. It's all about those 2 extra points you get for closing out the set. That's all that matters now.
Right. Oh my gosh.
But
you
last time Zucchini played against a Shulk, he did switch to Rob, I'm pretty sure.
The Rob, yes. Yeah.
And that went
already hear the beeps.
So much better. Yeah, that went so much better for him.
I can already hear the gyros spinning like it's going to happen.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. In fact, I actually expect that character switch to happen. There's no way you can play this matchup again as Ridley. It's so hard. The bans are on Lilat and Yoshi's, and we're going to go to Kalos.
Kalos for a Rob, that makes sense. Kalos against Shulk, that makes sense.
Yep. For sure, yeah. It doesn't give him room on platforms, and there's the Rob pick coming out just like we predict.
Let's go.
All the pressure is on for these 2 players. All the work of both their teams, all year, all bracket, comes to this moment, this game. If Knight wins, it's over. And if Zucchini wins, he still has another game after this one that he needs to clutch out.
unbelievable. Knight is just going to be swinging for the hills. We talk about disjointed hitboxes, and we're talking about yet another character that has a lot of them. Rob,
yeah.
is a very weird character in terms of his hitboxes, but this is a situation where we didn't actually see Zucchini be able to thrive in. This is an open stage.
These Buster hits hurt so much. Knight getting incredible value out of the Buster Monado there.
Right. This is an open stage for Zucchini. Landing nairs are going to come into play way more than before.
Yeah, but also these forward airs from Knight will cover so much of the stage. How do you weave around them?
Dash attack going to completely whiff for Knight. Up tilt, up air, not going to kill. And even then, the shield came out a little bit too late for Knight, but it just a hard smash coming in, and still shield Monado in for Knight. Zucchini would have been better off with a grapple. Hindsight is 20-20, and side B not gonna kill. There's jump Monado here for Knight, gonna be able to make it back. Zucchini try to stack up. The side B's gonna kill. Oh my God, he's done. All right.
Jump Monado makes him lighter. You're gonna die to that.
Pulls out the smash Monado at the very beginning, and Zucchini is gonna go down to the up air. Zucchini just trying to stack up those up tilts. Even the landing nair, the very beginning of the animation for nair hits. Even then, Zucchini down in terms of percent.
Yeah, but already this matchup has been looking so much better for Zucchini. Oh, Buster does so much damage, it's insane.
Zucchini waiting. Comes the shield Monado.
No punish for the shield Monado. Now getting ledge trapped by Smash Monado is terrifying. Barely survives the up tilt there.
Trying to land against Smash Monado too. It's so rough.
It's so hard.
From Zucchini.
But here comes the punish for Zucchini. Doesn't get the throw though.
Desperately looking for it because the laser, however, barely doing enough damage. Knight. Back throw. Zucchini trying to land in with a back air. There's a gyro. Nair for Knight. Knight. Take this to one last stock. Smash Monado on deck again. Oh, and he gets it. But it's very much a sour spot. Zucchini back. Lands in with fair. Trying to cover ledge with laser too, just to try to get Knight away from here. And even the back airs. I mean, Knight, all he really needs to do, I just keep saying this all the time, he just needs to swing. That's all Knight needs to do is just swing.
The shield Monado means that any hit he takes is going to result in a big punish, but he gets out of it immediately. 151% on Zucchini is terrifying, and that forward air will seal it out. Only 91% on Knight here. Plenty of time to rack on extra percent, and away he goes with it.
A whiffed grab that equates in 15% for Knight, and he keeps on going. Back air into dash attack, has the Buster. He's done so much damage with Buster so far. There you go. Zucchini pulls out the side B. Knight currently at 108, and Zucchini is just farming. He's trying to get something out of these interactions. Knight just keeps swinging. How do you even approach someone like that? You can't.
Yeah, Shulk is just, his sword is so big, it's
down
impossible
throw.
to approach him. This could be the kill confirmed.
No!
But he drops, the air dodge comes out in time. You need that to connect.
Bears coming in from Knight. At least one is going to connect. There's a laser, at least getting him down. Knight currently has shield, but he actually cancels it. There we go. No, what?
Oh my God,
Zucchini!
again,
He's
not
not
hitting
going
his
for the
kill
confirmed. He's not even going for the confirms. Down smash isn't the confirmed.
Yeah.
Up air would have done it.
It would have. It's just flubbing. Very unfortunate. Oh. There we go. He goes for the kill throw, but now that won't do it.
God.
It's not smash forward. That's not a kill throw anymore. You can't do that.
Oh. Yes, that's it. That's it.
The shield Monado wore off.
84% for Zucchini, and he has to make a full stock comeback against Knight's Shulk. I'm on the edge of my seat. I can't handle this.
Playing to save Marist. Knight playing to close it out and complete the comeback for Siena, and the smash Monado will take it. That's
unbelievable. Siena.
In an incredibly tight match.
Ladies and gentlemen, your MAAC Esports Champions, presented by the New Jersey Army National Guard, is Siena. Unbelievable work from this team. Mental fortitude at its best. and somehow they were able to pull it forward near the end, and they win the game 11-14. Marist cannot complete the three-peat at MAAC champs, and man, oh man, Siena, the Saints, they have gone absolutely nuts this bracket. They came into the bracket at 3rd seed. They were confident that they deserved the 1st seed. They were confident that they could beat all of the teams in the bracket, and they do exactly that. They beat out Marist. They beat out St. Peter's. They beat out all of their opponents in this bracket, and they have made it. They are winners. They are the champions. I can't believe it. We get to wind down a little bit, ladies and gentlemen, because oh my Lord.
God. That's insane. I can't believe how that turned out.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we have to give an MVP to someone, and if there is anyone that I personally can give it to, we could talk about this one. We can start to debate it a little bit, but we said earlier that it was that it could have been someone else, but because of how clutch this man has been, because of how fundamental he has been, and because of how consistent he has been, ladies and gentlemen, I want to give it to Knight.
Yeah, me too. I agree. I think he was the last man standing for his team. He was able to clutch out the set. He was able to play against the counter pick into him. And I think it definitely has to go to him here for clutching it out. Congratulations to Nick Galvam, a.k.a. Knight, for being the MVP of finals here.
So, ladies and gentlemen, your New Jersey Army National Guard MAAC Champs MVP for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is Nick Galvam, a.k.a. Knight. Congratulations, Knight. You're our MVP for the entire tournament. And you guys see right there, that's the completed bracket. Siena, your 2020 champions. And, man, oh man, and our show is not done just yet. We still have our MVP interview, our MVP and our captain's interview coming up very soon. And I think we're just going to do our MVP interview real quick now. Knight is ready and raring to go. Let's get him in here. All right.
Ready and raring to go.
What's up?
What's up?
Hey, man.
Hey.
Hey, man. How are you doing?
How are you doing? Oh, I'm doing all right.
Do you have us on speaker, by the way, in the background?
Huh?
Do you have us on speaker?
In the background? Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear ourselves.
Yeah, I don't have a mic.
It's all good.
All right, well, that's fine.
It's all good. So, Knight, my man, you did. I mean, honestly, I was able to kind of deduce that you would be the MVP purely because of your consistent play. But it seemed like you were pretty much the anchor for this squad. What was sort of your mentality throughout bracket going into some of these pivotal moments, especially in that championship-winning performance of yours in grand finals?
The pressure was on, definitely. Though. I opted myself to be anchor. Monado.
Oh,
Seems like
unfortunately,
you're
cutting out a little bit here, Knight. Unfortunately.
It's all good. If you have push to talk on, that might work. That work a little bit more.
No.
You're all good now. Actually, you can start going at it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I opted myself an anchor because that's what.
All right.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy, Knight.
Unfortunately, it looks like Knight, his Wi-Fi is just not going to be able to
it might not be
cooperate.
that. It might be your mic, huh, Knight?
It might be his mic,
all right.
yeah.
It's all good. It's all good. Yo, so I mean, I just gotta say, man. I mean, even though you're not able to actually talk to us in a sense, even though like your mic seems fine, right? I think you could say like single words.
Yeah, but it's rough. So
yeah.
Yeah. The pressure was on, so.
Oh, there you go. There you go. We got an answer. Let's keep it short, sweet, and simple. Congratulations, Knight. You're our MVP. Congratulations, man. You definitely did deserve it. And go celebrate with your teammates, man.
Yeah, thank you.
No problems. Have a great night. So up next, we're going to bring over Pango, who we know has a better mic.
Yeah, talked to him before.
Right, absolutely. So let's get Pango in here with the captains, the winning interview for the grand finals. And here he is. What's up, Pango? How are you? How are you feeling, my man? You guys are the MAAC 2020 Smash Ultimate Champions. I mean,
it feels pretty great.
You lived up. You lived up to your promises, man.
Oh, we did. We always knew it. In the back of our heads, we knew we would win. And it's great to see it finally showed off right now.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you said that you had a, it's probably not true, but you said that you had a speech available, ready and raring to go. Do you just have any words to say to some of the Siena fans out there?
I am just very proud of my team that we've been working hard this past semester. A lot of nights of practice, a lot of games. And I think their practice really paid off tonight, and it's really showing. And I'm just super proud of my team.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, just looking at your run, I mean, there were highs and lows just in the grand finals alone. And I even asked you just as a captain, first of all, how are you feeling, you personally, how were you feeling going into game 4 and you had to face against Rando Man and he pulls out the Kirby? How are you feeling?
I was pretty shocked. I knew the can would be coming out, just like we saw earlier with the grenades, but I knew that I could definitely use the can better than he could, and it obviously worked out as I ended up taking home the W.
Yeah, absolutely. And in terms of words of encouragement for your team going into Game 5, was it more of the same, just deep breaths, keep it all good?
Yep, that's all it takes. You just got to stay calm, think about it, don't get too nervous, and the victory will come.
Absolutely. And I just got to ask, how are you guys going to keep yourselves warm throughout the off season? Just more offline practicing, I assume?
Oh yeah, the great Nintendo Online Smash experience will be our main practice tool as we are quarantined for months.
Of course.
But hopefully next semester we'll get back in business.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, no, absolutely. And I mean, surely, as long as you guys keep the meetings, you know, down to a minimum, you guys can certainly, you know, still meet up and whatnot and still play Smash at each other's houses, potentially, if you guys are still near campus?
Not really, but we can try.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it happens. Pango, thank you so much for my friend. Congratulations to yourself and the entire team. And yeah, have a good one, my friend. Go celebrate with the team.
Have a good night.
All right. Mr. Toxic Gerbil, gonna just do a couple more shout-outs here, and of course, we're gonna shout-out our sponsor for the entire season on behalf of the MAAC. The MAAC would like to take this opportunity to thank its partner, the New Jersey Army National Guard, whose members are fighting on the front lines in the battle against COVID-19. The MAAC thanks you for your service and your partnership. And also, the MAAC would like to thank its technology partner, Acer. Acer Predator computers and gear are the brand of choice for all MAAC esports competitions. Acer Predator, summon your strength. Looking over to the screen, I mean, you guys see the final score. It's as close as we can get. It's the closest score that we've had all night, and I'm so glad that we got it during the grand finals. Marist College going down 11-14 to Siena. And Siena College, man. Siena College, they have to be proud of their boys. And let's not take anything away from any of the institutions that fought their way into this bracket. And I know some of them making it far. I mean, you had St. Peter's getting themselves a W from that quarterfinal bracket and taking it real close against eventual champions Siena. You got Canisius, who battled the entire regular season. They played their hearts out, and then when it came to semifinals, they faced what was the most impressive underdog that we've seen in all the MAAC champs tournaments. We had Marist making it all the way to grand finals, and of course, the Marist College is certainly going to be proud of these guys, right? And Toxic Gerbil, you know, any last words for some of the boys out there? Any parting words, in a sense?
Yeah, just congratulations to Siena. Congratulations to Marist for even making it to grand finals after back-to-back upsets. Really impressive runs from both the grand finalists here. I'm really excited to see how things develop in the next season, and I'm excited to be back to cast all of it then too.
Let's go. You like to hear that. And ladies and gentlemen, MAAC Champs is not done just yet. First of all, if you guys want to watch more esports action here on the official EGF channel, there's going to be Rocket League action come tomorrow in Big East Conference action with the Power Series going on again tomorrow. If I'm not mistaken, it's either the third or fourth week going on tomorrow here on the EGF channel. And on Monday, MAAC Champs concludes with its Overwatch tournament, which you guys can catch again right here on official EGF. If you guys want to follow any of the EGF or MAAC social medias, please follow official EGF on Twitter at official EGF. You can also follow MAAC Esports at MAAC Esports on Twitter. And of course, if you guys did enjoy the commentary, you can follow myself on Twitter at upmind_. And of course, my good old friend right here, Toxic Gerbil at Toxic_Gerbil. Any follows, any supports would be such appreciated because, man, it is a dying time out there, and we're just trying to spread around some clout potentially. But ladies and gentlemen, it's all good. It's all love. Please stay safe, stay healthy, stay home. Thank you guys so much for watching some great collegiate esports action, and for us here at the MAAC in the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Division, we will see you guys next season. Thank you to our sponsors. And we'll see you guys come Monday.
Doesn't it seem like the harder you work and the more you earn, you're less likely to receive financial aid for college? Not at Siena. We're now rewarding all admitted students who submit their FAFSA with at least $52,000 in scholarships toward your Siena degree, guaranteed. The Siena experience gives Saints the education for a lifetime, and that includes helping you afford what you deserve. Times have changed, and Siena stands with you. Visit siena.edu/guarantee for more information.
It begins with our mission and values, a culture of innovation and collaboration, achieving a global perspective beyond the classroom, turning education and theory into practice, developing lifelong interests and connections, and striving to make a difference in our communities. Marist College.
We are St. Peter's University, a place where students who are eager to learn are taught by people who care, on a campus designed for both to thrive. We're proud to offer incredible learning opportunities and life-changing experiences, and that means our students are prepared to succeed in their fields, in their communities, and all over the world. Get to know St. Peter's University, the Jesuit University of New Jersey.
It wasn't until I had the opportunity to do research my freshman year that I knew biochemistry was for me. Having that experience early on gave me the clarity that I needed.
To be a Catholic Jesuit university means we are charged with this education for justice.
Students are leaving here with the skill set, the critical thinking, all of these areas which allow them to be flexible leaders.
We're told to go out and set the world on fire, and we're given the tools to do that.
Expansiveness, adaptability, and depth are hallmarks of the education that you get here. If we do that, we produce graduates that stand apart from anybody else.
At Quinnipiac, we see more than a campus. We see a community built to ignite passions. We see more than a degree. We see the careers of tomorrow. We see more than a student. We see someone destined to make an impact.
Manhattan College has been shaping the greatest city in the world since 1853. But what you'll find here might surprise you. It's a small campus in a big city. It's where strong values meet open minds, knowledge becomes innovation, and changed lives become unbreakable bonds. Because when you welcome different perspectives, you rise above the expected and the world follows. That's the Manhattan experience.
Bud Light made a seltzer?
Wait, Bud Light made a seltzer? I wonder what it tastes like.
Only one way to find out. What are the taste buds saying?
Tastes great. Just hard seltzer with a hint of fruit flavor.
Let's get that instead.
Wait. Post Malone doesn't drink seltzer. We drink Bud Light. Everybody knows that.
Why not try something new? Bud Light. Seltzer.
Guys, let's get both.
I'll get both.
Bud Light Seltzer. Unquestionably good.
Bravo team moving to checkpoint.
2 o'clock, 10 feet up the right.
Visual 3 o'clock.
Sometimes the front lines are in our own backyard.
Family in sight.
Make a difference in your community, serving part-time in the Army National Guard.